Hello everyone, I'm Rose and welcome to Myths Guided, a show where me and my fraternity brothers explore the world of Barsave. So join us on some Myths Guided adventures. Alright, so we're going to go and start off with some player and character introductions. So whoever wants to go first.
Hello, I am Corey Slate, and I am playing Taemon Ashfoot, the Dwarven Beastmaster.
My name's Julia. I play Giacomo, the Scrane Nethermancer.
Hi, I'm Bane. I play Triscan Lothspell, the Elven Warrior.
Hi, I'm Forrest. I play Frill Songsmith, the human troubadour with no combat skills.
And I'm Scott Simmons. I'm playing a male windling named Missif.
Right. So let's do a short recap. This is our second session so far. You should definitely watch the first one if you haven't, but so far what happened is our party woke up in the town of Merrick, a little northeast of the Kingdom of Thrall, a forest merchant town. Knocked out, they woke up immediately being accused of causing all the problems that this town is facing. Basically, every night a new villager has been murdered in some terrible way and left on display for the town to see, causing a bunch of panic and paranoia and chaos in this town. So they're taken to the king and they decide to figure out what's going on in this town together in order to clear their names. They throw a party because they believe a horror is behind this, and therefore the horror would not come to the party but come to the bait left out, which is poor Missif, our windling here, left out as bait. They capture a human man as he attempts to attack slash capture slash just mess around with Missif, and they managed to capture him, and I believe you put a spell, or you dispelled like the magic, right?
Yeah, it's the horror from him.
And he kind of like started screaming and sobbing and just like is pretty like insane and unreachable, and eventually he led our players back to a cave in the woods outside of Merrick, which they then traveled into, and on their ways into the cave, they were able to catch a few signs of a larger horror deeper in the cave, but on their way there, they ran into some Cadavermen and just managed to battle them off while a little wounded. But I think that's where we pick up.
That was
right?
The last episode of Dragon Ball Z. Now we can continue.
All right, so can I hear what everyone's health is at? I don't. I'm not sure where we left off there.
Let's see.
Currently at 12. Right.
Out of how much?
My unconsciousness is 23. And death is 29. We count up, right?
We're so close.
That's how it works in this system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have your total points.
So you've had
Your
12
total points
damage
are down
done to
here.
you?
Yes.
Okay,
And then
cool.
I'm at 11, unconscious at 21, death at 26.
Alright.
I'm also at 11.
I'm halfway
Oh.
dead.
Unconsciousness
Dead
at 35, death at 42.
Well, you're good.
So many hit
These two are
points.
almost
Good
dead.
lord.
Wait, what's your class again?
Warrior.
Okay.
So it's like whatever your unconscious is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm at full health.
Oh, really? You haven't
I don't
taken any
think I
damage?
attacked
I think so. Yeah. Nothing attacked me.
Damn.
Yeah. So I'm at 27.
Okay.
Hey,
I'm carrying a single wound right now,
Okay.
with an unconsciousness rating of 37 and a death rating of 44.
Okay. And how much damage have you taken?
A single wound.
Oh.
Or sorry, a single point of damage.
Oh, really?
No wounds.
No wounds?
No
Okay. And then you three have wounds? Or do you have a...
No.
You haven't taken any damage.
That was
Alright.
I haven't been hurt at all.
Damn. Alright, so the three of you guys have wounds.
We're all wounded.
So that'll continue to do -1 to all of your rolls, like attack
Yay.
rolls. Until that wound is, I guess, recovered with... I don't know. I guess you can recover wounds with recovery tests. Is that how it is? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the Cadavermen died, and then Miss F here casted a spell without weaving his spell matrix first, and nearly got the whole party killed. So, what all would you like to do next? You can go deeper into the cave, or you can turn around, or you can stay where you are, because there are some beds on the ground. Just some Cadavermen sleeping in them, no big deal. But
so what exactly happened when Miss F cast that spell? Like, did we know that it wasn't in his spell matrix? Did we see him get like warped out of existence briefly and take all that damage, or?
I'm not exactly sure how the mechanics of casting raw magic is yet. But if I remember correctly, Miss F took damage, but he didn't get horror marked, right?
Yeah.
That's correct.
Okay, so I wouldn't say it's like a visible departure into another realm, but rather just some recoil damage from the spell that he cast that was kind of dark magic, just caused by being in a tainted area, because this cave is very clearly tainted.
Yes. Yeah, that's fine.
So yeah, it was just he took some recoil damage from his magic, basically. But I don't know. I don't know if you guys can really see spell matrices being weaved. I'm not sure how that works, but
I believe spell matrices are a astral construct,
so it's not visible.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, y'all don't know he was just being an idiot, but
Okay.
but you can assume, I guess, after seeing him slowly be wounded.
He's probably holding his head or something from psychological strain.
Yeah.
Or just fucked up.
He just saw some shit, honestly.
Damn, got hurt by your own pun,
I'd like to go over to Miss F and just say, what manner of dark magic is this? What are you doing? Why are you weaving this?
huh? I'm not really sure what you're talking about.
Also, I want to reward you all with, because I didn't give you legend at the end of the last session, but after, I'll say you get, so I'm going to beef up the legend a little bit. I want you guys to get pretty high circle by the end of this campaign. So I'm going to say you get 150 per each Cadavermen killed, so there were 2. So you get 300 legend points, and that's kind of to sum up the end of the last session, so you will continue to get more. Also, do you guys want to get legend points throughout the session as you achieve smaller victories, or would you rather just have it be as a clump at the end of each
Clump at the
session?
end.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. So yeah, so I don't know if you guys can spend that now or later, but so you'll get 300 legend for that battle, and I'm going to give Miss F an extra 50 for lovely role-playing voice, as as sacrificing himself for the party as bait for the horde. So Miss F will get an extra 50. But yes, so yeah, pick back up. You guys can go further into the cave or turn around because it is nighttime, remember.
I'm gonna slump down on the edge of the cave and be like, whew, the fight sure took a lot out of me. I feel half dead.
Jesus.
I think I might need to take a short rest before continuing on.
Wait, are horrors extra powerful at night or something?
I do not know. You would be the one
I
who
was
would
asking this in character.
As game master, I have not read anything specifically about horrors being more powerful at night, but you are in a tainted area, so it's important to consider if you want to rest there.
But
so do our characters all know? So you peered into the shadow realm.
Yeah. Yeah, the
Netherworld.
shadow realm.
I think the other planes are called netherworlds, so she basically
I got
the netherworld.
the shadow realm.
So do our characters know that she saw the horror?
Yeah.
she shared the information with you guys.
Yeah.
Or he did. I keep forgetting your character is a dude.
Yeah, no, but yeah, I told them.
Okay,
When
yeah.
that happens.
Do you guys remember what you saw exactly?
Just a horror.
Yeah, just
Yeah, well, it was basically like a humanoid figure that like you saw for like a period of time, like a short period of time wandering, and then like look at Jack and all, and then like disappear.
Because
What
you told us last time was that it was like it seemed to be flickering in and out, and then it saw me. And
Yeah,
permanently. I didn't know there was humanoid. But,
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you can
we can wreck on that.
Yeah, so that's correct what you said about coming in and out and then disappearing.
All right.
So yeah, and you guys all know that because he shared it with you.
no.
Okay.
I, for one, would be worried if we left the cave before dealing with this horror. You said it saw you and then ran off. Perhaps if we leave, it will flee, and we may never find it again.
Well, if we're gonna rest, we can't do it here. This is too risky. How badly does anyone need to rest? I'm fine, honestly. I could go on, but I don't know about y'all.
I agree. This is our chance. We must press on.
Okay.
Calm down.
I'm gonna start on my cave music because I forgot about it. All right.
Well, y'all lead the way. I'll be back here.
No.
The cave music isn't too loud. All right.
Don't worry, stay behind me.
Oh, do you want to get in a little line again, like we did last time?
Yes.
Everybody hold hands.
On the back.
Okay, yeah, you're behind him.
Missive is
with
between
no
the two
fighting
largest
abilities.
characters.
Oh yes.
Oh, well.
There we go.
Nice.
This is important.
Yeah, it's important to
The
I like
the order of our characters.
Like, I hate the fact that it's not lined up with the little like hexagons, but it's fine.
I'll
The
be
little
on that.
tiles. All right. So like the earlier portion of the cave was, it's still pretty much like a straightforward cave tunnel, I guess, for a while. But at a certain point, it kind of branches off into like 3 or 4 different like same-sized tunnels, almost as if it had been used for just like strip mining. It still is like kind of filled with like the gems and minerals that you saw earlier. It's a pretty rich cavern.
When I had my like astral vision, could I tell what path it was down? Because you said I saw the basically. I saw the
So you
trail
were pretty
that
far
I
away
had.
from
Okay.
it. And it. So you were too far away to see which direct path it was down. But you were able to like see like a path of like tape on the ground. But it definitely was just kind of in every tunnel.
Oh, okay.
So there's not like any specific one.
Let's see.
Is there any sort of mundane trail that we might be able to follow?
Yeah.
I'll make a tracking roll.
Yeah, so back when we got into that room with the Cadavermen, there were like many back and forth footsteps, so like humanoid footsteps, and then only one footstep.
10.
10? Okay. So you do notice like clear footsteps, but it's like really difficult to tell which direction they're leading in, because they kind of like walk up to a wall and then stop.
Like in what, go into the wall?
Yeah, like as if, you know, someone just walked up to the wall and then disappeared. And it like is doing this kind of all over the place.
That is very curious.
Do you tell us this?
Yeah.
Okay.
It seems to be disappearing into the wall.
Can I roll awareness on that like section of wall if he points it out to me?
Sure.
Yeah. So it's okay. It's step 9. So D8 plus D6.
Yes.
5. Great.
It's just a wall.
Sure is.
Yeah, plus it's kind of happening like all over the place. The trail is pretty like scattered. It's not so much that this creature dwells in any single part of the cave. It seems to be traveling around it pretty often.
But it's like going through walls.
It's a restless creature. Much like the man it was, possessing.
Yeah.
Not possessing, but...
Well, you know what we should do, guys, is split up the party.
Yes!
Good way to start, I think.
Everyone take a different route.
There are 4 different paths, you said?
Yes,
So-
so you
yeah.
two can team up.
Oh, there were 4. I thought there were 3.
You said 3 or 4.
Oh,
Oh.
4. I decided.
Well,
Which like, if you were to go straight into the wall, right? Which path would that be closest to?
If you were like walking into the wall.
So if I walked directly into the wall,
Okay.
which path would that take me towards?
Do you want to draw it out?
Yeah.
You draw us out.
I got you. So this is like the cavern you all have been walking down, right? And then it just goes. And it splits.
And then where's the wall that the footprints lead to?
They're like going in and out of each other's walls.
Oh.
Like as if
Okay.
it's like, going all around. And like disappearing in and out of the walls. So there's not really any specific wall. It's everywhere.
Well, you know what they say. When in doubt, go left.
Yeah, left is law.
Do we?
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
thought
start.
Right makes might.
No, it's left is law.
Left is law.
Yeah.
It's like, seems as good a direction as any.
Yeah.
Just go that way.
Chuck ourselves down the leftward path.
Alright. So you go down this path for a while, and it's pretty much just like the paths that you had before you. Pretty small and pretty straightforward. And then it comes to an end. And then, yeah, just like someone hadn't finished mining anymore.
Okay.
But the footsteps go this whole way. They're the whole way down.
Interesting.
Alright.
Well, dead end. Let's.
Can I take a look around and just like kind of investigate the surroundings and see if I notice anything?
Sure.
Cool.
Roll perception check. There's not like investigation in this, is it? It's perception. Awareness. Okay. Is awareness like a skill?
8.
Awareness is a specific skill.
Yeah,
I feel like you
okay.
should be able to roll some sort of perception.
Perception is an attribute, though, right?
Yeah,
Perception.
it'd be a base hat.
It's
Yeah,
just
base
like
perception
not
roll.
really
Got it.
enhanced
Base
at all.
perception.
So I rolled an 8.
An 8? Okay. I mean, there's just like general mining tools around. Like nothing really like sustainable, not like food or supplies or anything, just, pretty barren. There's some like wood pillars, I guess, holding the cave up stable. And yeah, the footsteps are just kind of continue everywhere, just like without reason and kind of like unnecessary. Yeah.
This might be like flavor only, but like what are these footprints made out of? Or are they like tracks? Or are they like in the stone or dirt? Or are they like a sludge being left behind?
No, it's just kind of like you can just see it in the dirt.
Okay.
It's just normal footprints.
What's kind of the shape of the footprint? Is it like a human footprint?
Yeah,
or
it's small or humanoid, and it's like a barefoot, not shoes or anything. So it's like kind of smaller and like lanky-ish.
Yeah.
feet. Someone with some nasty ass feet.
Okay. Alright. Well, let's go down the next one, I guess.
Next tunnel.
So you guys return.
Secret tunnel.
So
Secret tunnel.
actually, as you're walking back up the tunnel you just came from,
Oh no.
you
no.
can see a figure standing
Oh.
right here in the path that splits all of them.
I'm gonna immediately, as soon as I see something, I'm gonna be like, why am I in the front? And try and not.
It's like not very big, so you're gonna have some trouble, but
Oh no.
I'll say you get it done. 'Cause why not? I don't want to watch you die today. Or
Whatever
do
the
I?
opposite of toughness is.
Oof. Yeah. So this thing is just
He
standing.
just kind of looks like he
And-
appeared out of nowhere.
What does it look like?
Pretty much what this little figure looks like. Should I hold it up? Oh, hello. I don't know. It's a very small little like lanky humanoid crouching down, almost like Smeagol. And he's kind of like looking away from you all, as if it doesn't even see you. But it's just standing. It's just not doing anything. All right. Would you guys like to try anything? You can try talking to it. It looks like a human.
Is this what you saw earlier?
No. It is. Oh.
It looks the same kind of lanky humanoid figure you saw.
Yeah, I
earlier.
think this might be it.
It doesn't appear to have noticed us. It does not appear to have noticed us.
Hang on, real quick.
So, from this like close proximity, you can definitely tell it's a humanoid figure, but definitely very small, like maybe like 4 feet tall, and like how the footprints kind of looked lanky, it also is very like lanky and like its like limbs are kind of twisted, kind of like how contorted, like how it is there.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast Life Circle of 1 around the group.
Okay.
So this spell creates a magical circle to repel undead, horrors, or horror constructs. If successful, the circle resists any of those attempting to enter. So I make a spellcasting test against its mystic defense.
Against the creatures.
Yeah, the entity.
Okay.
Yes, and then if it's successful, it repels and harms the entity. So I'm not like attacking it, but I am putting a circle around you guys.
So when you put the circle, is there any test to put that up? It's only if it tries to get in the circle that it has
I think
to.
so.
That you
Yeah,
cast
yeah.
against its mystic defense.
Yeah, because otherwise, it could be a number of entities. So I feel like every time it tries to enter, I have to do that spellcasting test.
Mhm.
All
I
right.
see.
Mhm. Yeah, I do that.
So you cast it without a problem. And as soon as you cast the spell, the creature's like head immediately whips around, and it's like super like lumpy and like kind of like slight, like just very tilted.
Exorcist style.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah, like full on exorcist style.
Oh, it's
And-
like the head just turns all the way around.
Yeah, and it like the head looks pretty disconnected from the body, honestly. This thing is not very well put together. It is super contorted and weird. And it looks like it literally couldn't even move, honestly, because it's just so like fucked up, honestly. And so its head like whips around in like half a second, and then you just hear like a screech that fills the cavern, and then it disappears.
God damn it.
Where did he go?
He left.
Well, that was unsettling.
Did he escape to?
Well, I can find out.
So can everyone roll a willpower check?
Oh boy.
Sure.
D8. A 3.
9.
7.
6.
5.
5. All right. Everyone. So This is more so just for how your characters are feeling in roleplay aspect. Everyone is a little shooken up from this situation, but especially Frill is pretty terrified.
We should go back to town. We should go back to town.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
It'll be fine.
This is the only way we can clear our names.
We've already cleared our names. We know the dude outside on the road. He's the one causing all the trouble.
But can you stand idly by as the villagers die due to this horror?
Easily.
A little freaked out.
Sense. Yeah.
Just
All right. I'm like, guys, that's got to be it. That's got to be the horror. It matches the footprints.
So where did he go?
Somewhere else.
Well,
He only noticed us when I cast, though.
Can't
How
you
would he
look
not
into the
notice
astral
us
plane
otherwise?
again?
Yeah, I'm going to. So that's going to be astral sight. That's 2d6 for me. Yeah, it just says I make a sight test against a base difficulty number of 6. That's an 8.
What was the test?
Astral sight.
Oh, so you're trying to look and see it
Yeah,
again?
I'm trying to see the astral appearance, magical auras, and patterns of any target.
And you rolled an 8.
Yeah.
Is it contesting, like, against anything?
I guess, yeah, it
No.
says against with a mystic defense equal to or lower than the test result.
we need to take a strain.
And you rolled an 8?
Yeah.
Alright.
Wait, what do you mean I take it straight?
From my
Oh,
sweet
straight
strain.
one.
So you're not able to see anything.
Okay.
It has completely disappeared. Sorry, I'm trying to check on one thing. Alright.
That is very disconcerting that he's disappeared.
He'll be back.
Unless he's heading towards town.
He couldn't be, could he?
Why would he go by himself when we, had all these servants to do it before, right?
It seems this creature operates from the shadows. I agree.
So, what are you guys planning on doing? Heading back to town?
I guess the
Or
only
you
thing
think
to
the
do
creature
is
is-
stay in the caves and look around more for this creature.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
We should at least check the other paths 1st.
So I'd like to start walking basically just to the next path and the thing.
Okay.
You guys do that. I'm gonna as soon as these 4 are clear, I am booking it outside the cave. I am scared. Unless someone tries to stop me, I am just like I'm gonna go check out that guy who was outside. I'm gonna make sure he's okay, and I'm booking it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's good out here.
People have a chance. People can try and stop me, but if
I don't.
No.
So, what is your mystic defense?
Me,
Mm-hmm.
a 6.
Okay. One second.
Oh, it might not be letting you out of here.
Apparently, it's not trapped in here with us.
Oh no.
Okay. So yeah, you're definitely terrified. And that is all I can tell you for the moment.
So I'm just.
But it also, not only are you terrified, but it also like feels like energy is being drained from you slowly.
So I make it like not very far down the path, and I'm just like I'm exhausted from the fight, and I'm just like, what? This is a bad dream. I'm gonna wake up. I woke up. This is just like when we got knocked out earlier. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. I'm just like clutching my loot and just like playing discordant notes, just like
yikes.
I am having a meltdown here.
I'm like, hey, he should be fine.
It'll
Back
be
there.
fine. So are you just kind of like laying on the ground playing?
Pretty much. I'm just kind of rocking back and forth.
It happens.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be of any use unless someone tries to help me.
We all have
I think
meltdowns.
Missip is gonna go over to Frill and cast air armor on him so that his clothing puffs up. And he's gonna jump up and down on him like he's a trampoline.
You're gonna jump up and down.
Yeah. My character is like small. He's like the size of an American Girl doll.
That's pretty accurate.
I don't think I noticed. I'm hugging my clothes and
Using this man as a
it's
trampoline.
comfy. I'm not even noticing that you're jumping on me. It's
Listen, I do not think that is helping.
I'm gonna walk over there and address Frill and kind of just like try to kind of swat Missif away with my hand.
Missif gives up and
just like shoo him away, maybe towards the wall or something. Not aggressively, but also not nicely. And be like, Frill, we must continue. This is the only way to clear our names, to stop the murders. Can you really, like, in good conscience spare these villagers? I know earlier you said you could, but we must continue. We must dispel the world of this evil.
You want to make a toughness check?
me and my step 4 toughness.
Ooh, boy.
Oh boy, toughness check. 5. That's actually pretty good.
I'll say that, Triskin? Okay, Triskin's, motivational words inspire just enough strength in you and toughness to push forward maybe one more time.
Stand up.
As long as you're in the back.
Yeah, well, I guess we can't leave, so the quickest way to leave is to push forward. As dumb as that sounds.
I'm
All right,
gonna
all
kind
right.
of like stay next to him, right?
I'm gonna be 4th from the back, because I'm not gonna be on the edges.
Okay, I see.
Not on the
No,
edges.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Right? So where do you guys go next?
Next one over.
Just
Left
the
is
next
long.
Yeah.
tunnel, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. So the tunnel looks pretty much the same as the last one. Yep. That's it. It just is another tunnel that leads to another dead end.
This time I'm like walking down the tunnel, I'm like looking at him. I walk a little further, I'm like I keep checking and he keeps not being there, I guess.
Yeah, one time when you glance, you see something disappear into the wall.
Ooh!
And then you hear a screech again, like you heard earlier.
Alright.
Just and whatnot. Yeah, so you guys make it to the end, and it is once again a dead end. I mean, it seems pretty clear that this thing is avoiding you.
2 down, 2 to go. I'd say as I make the turnaround.
I don't think that checking the next tunnel will help us. I think we're going to wind up getting into the same spot again.
Doesn't hurt to check.
Can I try Astral Sight again?
Is there like a certain amount of times you can use that a day? But
Not
Just limited by her strain. She takes a strain each time. she
alright,
does it.
then sure, if you want.
What's the mechanism with strain again?
It's damage.
It's just like
Pure damage that goes away,
Mhm.
I think.
Mhm.
It's temp damage.
It's not temp damage.
you can recover it.
Oh, it's just recoverable.
It's
okay.
just damage that you inflict on yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
There's some like real weird things you can get strained for too. I don't know. Sometimes I was
Distract
like, why is
someone.
that like very straining? I don't know. I've never like screamed and then injured myself, but I guess maybe I have. I don't really know.
so
You
that's
get strained from
oh yeah,
taunting.
that explodes.
Yeah, boom.
Suck my ass.
So that's
Ow.
14 versus his mystic defense.
Oh, 14?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I was like, I just want a little bit of like, intenseness. I'll hesitate. So, no, yeah, okay. So you see it, and it's like how you saw it before, like going in and out.
Flipping in and out.
Except this time, it's staring directly at you, like the whole time.
Okay.
Yep. But it's kind of like keeping its distance.
All right. Well,
Mhm.
I relay this to the team.
Yeah, it's just
As
staring.
she's
Yeah,
relaying
it's
this,
fucking
I
creepy.
like ask her if she can tell where it is or like what its goal is.
It's just staring at me, man.
It does not want you in this fucking cave right now.
Yeah, it wants us to get out, which means we should stay here and pursue it further.
Can we bind it to this plane?
If you have some kind of ability like that, I mean, probably so.
Yeah,
No.
I guess that was in character directed to
Oh, okay.
everyone else.
I got you.
I mean,
Game
I could
Master Alex.
sing it a Mary Jake
grimoire here.
and, captivate it so it doesn't run away. But I'm not sure how well that works on demons and the like.
Well, horrors do hate
Horrors.
creating things, so.
I do. Now, we probably would drive it away more than anything.
Perhaps you should, you can hit it with one of your darts that you had before.
Yeah, if it manifests, but it isn't.
It's just in the astral plane.
It's in
right
a
now, or-
different
Yeah,
right now.
it's going in and out.
Anything that does.
It like is easily
Anything
able
you
to
hit on the
cross
astral
through
plane.
physical
Oh,
astral
seriously?
Your
realms.
darts can hit
Right.
the astral plane.
Well, if Missive gets a look at it, he's
Mhm.
gonna try to distract it. He
Okay.
has an ability called Distract.
Ooh, I have
So
that
it's
ability.
definitely watching you, like
Right.
she said. So
Right.
you can. I mean,
No, but I mean, like, Missive isn't gonna do it unless he knows it's like,
okay.
unless he like sees
Perhaps
it.
maybe
looking
there's
at him.
some
Okay.
way
Does that
to
make
use the
sense?
content
Yeah.
out to attack us.
So,
That's true.
if you're trying to make eye contact with it, I guess
Yeah,
Um,
basically, yeah.
you can. I mean, is there like a detection check? Like, do you have like a detection ability?
I mean, I have awareness, just like
You can just try awareness, then that's fine.
Alright.
Because I think it's supposed to be like detection, but I think awareness is close enough. I mean, it's like staring at y'all. So,
7
7? Okay. Yeah.
for awareness.
I'll say you're able to like catch it a few times as it manifests in the physical realm.
As soon as Missive makes eye contact with it,
Okay.
he tries his best to like mimic it.
Okay.
And it's weird
Wait, are you
contortion like sort of like
Yes.
figure.
Okay.
That's what
eye
he's trying to
contact with
do.
it on the astral plane?
No,
It's going in and out of the astral plane and the
Oh,
physical
okay.
plane.
Okay, so we're seeing it like glitch in and out
Yeah,
in
pretty
some
much.
location?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay,
and so,
where?
So, I mean, it's like going in and out of the walls. So, like, as it walks up to a wall, it goes into the astral plane.
Okay.
And like will appear out of another wall during one,
I'm-
like in one of these passages.
Picturing kind of like the Doctor Strange hovering midair, glitching kind of
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
You know, same kind of contortion, but not same kind of glitching, I guess.
so that's the gist of what Missive is
Mhm.
doing to distract, and the actual distract roll is that explodes.
Oh.
Boom.
I thought that was 0, and then I was like, wait, that's not how that works.
A 17.
Oh, and
To
don't you get to roll the
distract.
other one? Oh, okay.
Well, that's it. It's distracted.
Yeah. So,
It's against its social
did the
defense.
music just come out
I don't know if it has a social
Yeah.
defense.
Did it just turn itself on?
oh, no, it just switched to another song.
Well,
Did it? Well, now we're in battle music apparently, but the real
It's
battle
so
is
big.
the distraction battle that's
I
happening
heard say
right
now we're
now.
in battle. I'm like,
Now let me start that cave music again. Alright. Yeah, so like as soon as you like start, you know, almost taunting this dude with your body movements and direct eye contact, he's gonna like completely stop in the physical realm and just kind of like stare at you with his like weird contortion going on as you're like also like replicating him, and he's just gonna stay there and stare at you.
In the
that was
physical
the
realm?
goal.
Yeah, in the physical
Okay.
realm. He seems very offended.
I'm gonna charge at it and scream, "Attack, everyone!"
Oh my God.
Okay.
Yeet. So I'm gonna roll a tactics check.
What is its social defense? Does it have one?
It has one, but
How many successes would 17 be? Because
Oh.
that is how much its physical defense is reduced by
yeah. So you get
from being distracted.
you get 1 extra success. So its physical defense is decreased by 1
It gets -1 to physical defense for each
additional.
additional success.
you just made fun of it so hard you lowered its physical defense.
He was very put off, y'all. You spooked this kid.
It says each success. So like first and then however many like beyond.
Oh, so you got 2 successes in total.
Okay.
So it's -2. Alright.
I'm still not sure how the success like.
Okay.
Like the higher you roll above a thing, you get more successes.
So it's
5 over the target.
5 over.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you got 7 over.
Okay.
So technically that was 1 success plus an additional. So I guess like 2 total successes.
That's okay. That makes sense.
So it takes -2 to its physical
Physical
defense.
defense.
All right.
I also get -2 to my physical
Oh.
defense for being distracting.
I guess that's fair. It is distracted and you are distracting.
You only get
Okay.
-1.
Quick, and I
get
take
him.
a
Yeah.
straight.
Alright.
So yeah, I'm gonna
that's
roll
my
a
score.
tactics check
Okay.
against his social defense.
Okay.
Yeet 11.
It just works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so if anybody chooses to attack, they just get a +1 bonus to their attack or damage tests.
Okay.
Actually, let's say damage tests.
Okay.
It's my choice.
I'm gonna run at him and try to claw at him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are y'all leaving her bubble that she made for you?
We already left it, but yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, did it not follow? It stayed in
It's on the ground.
I think it stays.
Yeah.
So I made
Yeah,
it
so
around
it's
like
here,
the entrance of here,
and
so
we're
people
here.
have left it.
Okay.
Also, I'm not attacking. I'm
Okay.
standing there kind of like this,
Okay.
trying to holler after you guys.
So
I'm.
the bubble is where? It's here.
Bubble is
In the middle?
here.
Up here?
It was here.
It's
we were
only-
on this path.
It's only 4
No,
yards.
no, I
so it's
made it when
only-
we were on the first one. Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
only a
but
few
we're on the
squares.
second path.
Okay.
Okay.
So, well,
Well, Forrest, the bubble doesn't travel.
Yeah, so we're here and the bubble's here.
Yeah, I made it kind of like around this area.
Yeah.
okay. So, I guess Misaf is in the middle, even though he's distracting him.
Yeah.
Maybe he's like flying over the rest of y'all, being distracting. Okay, so you two are gonna run at him to attack.
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
definitely charge forward, yes.
So I guess roll for initiative.
Okay.
That's a step. So 6 would be 10.
Oh, that explodes. 14.
18.
7.
Oh, numbers.
3.
Alright.
Okay, do I?
14.
Yep, 14.
Since we're in a. Oh, am I rolling for this?
Yeah,
too?
roll
Oh, I don't want to attack.
While it is
Oh, it's
distracted,
still order.
Okay.
it is
Yeah.
blindsided.
My
What's your
order
initiative
which has
stat?
some,
That's what you roll.
which is a
oops.
specific thing.
It's
Uh,
blindsided.
Got it.
Yeah. So
That's on the
Minus
condition modifier
6 is
table.
a
Okay.
D10.
okay.
Where am I about that?
Step
Oh, there's
Blind-
6 issues.
blindsided.
So I'm so used to
Rolling.
D&D. I
Yeah.
was like, roll that D20.
I see situation modifiers.
It's pretty much just a -2 to
Perception.
physical and mystic defense.
There's probably a specific combat modifier table.
I have too many papers, so no. You said it was -2 to what?
Physical and mystic defense, according to the.
Okay. And the physical defense is also what you just took a -2 to.
Right. So it doesn't get -4. It just the blindsided actually will replace that.
Oh, okay. So it's just -2 to the physical and mystic. Okay,
Right.
that's fine. So Triscan got 18.
Mm-hmm.
Taman got 14.
Yes.
Or Taman?
Tim.
Alright, what'd you guys get?
7.
3,
3.
7, okay.
Oh, we're time for 3.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's see, I haven't even rolled for this dude yet. And then you both got 3s. Alright, so that means that Triscan will go first. Which makes sense because you were running at it.
Yeah, I guess.
It actually works out perfectly. So, I guess that wasn't the right order. you just pushed past everyone
Yeah,
else.
okay.
I mean, you
don't-
were
I
running
don't
at him
know where
before,
I am.
and so you get to him easily because
Okay.
that was technically before like our shit
That's
started.
I guess I'm like here-ish or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm just gonna fucking swing my swords at him.
All right.
Yeet. 12 plus 2, 14 to hit.
That will hit.
Cool.
Damage plus 2 step.
Damage.
You got that tactics roll.
Yeah, but that's applied like after, right?
Oh, is that damage amount or damage step?
Damage amount.
Okay.
So
I would
the way it works is it's the same either way. You can either add to the step or you can add
okay.
afterwards.
So damage step. So 2d10. Yay. 5 damage.
All right. Cool. It is then Taman's turn.
Okay. I will also charge past Jack and all to stand side by side with Triskin, and I will come in low
Mhm.
and swipe at him with my claws
Okay.
for 7, 8, 9, 10.
Against his physical defense.
Mhm.
That does not hit, unfortunately. So, though he is distracted, he is quite the agile little creature. So he manages to kind of get himself out of that situation,
Mhm.
like sidestepping.
All
All
right.
right. That means that it is his turn.
Oh.
Let's see. What will he do? He is not very good in this sort of combat, so he's just gonna come at y'all with his bare arms. Just come swinging. His little weird, grotesque arms.
Okay.
He has
Alright,
those
sticks.
bare arms, yeah.
Little
God.
sticks.
His jerky
It
bits.
does kind of look like jerky.
His jerky bits.
Ooh. Alright, let's see. So he's going to attempt to hit Triskin first. He'll get 2 actions, so. Rip. That's a 4 against
Oh.
your physical defense.
No.
Alright, and then he's going to continue that action to come at Taman. Once again, just with his arms. He's a little flustered. Not doing very hot. That's a 9 to hit.
Yeah, that beats my physical defense. I will take a strain and attempt to avoid his blow.
Okay. So what's that against?
It's against the 9 that he
Oh, okay, cool.
hit me with.
Yeah, he's a little flustered. He's not good in this close quarters
That's a 4, so he hits me.
combat. Alright. So let's see. Where's my D12 clue? Why do I always roll high on the damage but not the attack?
That's bad.
Not for me.
Oh.
That does 14 damage.
Okay. I'll
But-
take
Yeah, your armor.
9
will
of that.
Yep. It's kind of just flailing its weird, twisted body all around right now.
And that is under my wound threshold, so I'm fine.
Wow.
Sweet. Oh, you have a high wound threshold, Martin.
I'm a dwarf.
Ha. Hardy man.
We are a very hearty people.
Alright, it is then Frill's turn.
Oh boy. Empowered by the successful attack against this weird creature, I let forth a heartening laugh, taking a strain.
Can you replicate this laugh?
Ha! Ha! So
Is that heartening?
yeah.
You know,
We're winning!
are we?
Take that, you fiend! And so I make a check against the social defense of that dude.
Okay.
So that is probably step 7 because I have a wound. Yeah, step 7, which is a D12. 4.
You know, he's really distracted right now. He definitely is not listening to your laugh.
So that is a fail.
Yeah. He's a little too socialized for that.
That's unfortunate. You can tell that I'm totally pagan and I'm still not over.
Yeah, you're still a little
Still
scared
a
right
little,
now,
still a
aren't
little
you?
bastard. Probably more what it sounds like.
Yeah. Alright. That leaves it. Well, so Miss F and Jack and all, you had tied initiatives, but I guess you can attack at the same time, or one of you can just choose to go first. I don't really care. I don't know if there's a specific way to do it, but I don't really care.
Well, I'm gonna say some Misif is gonna say some arcane muttering.
Alright.
It's against the social defense of this
Okay.
thing.
Alright.
So, alright. This is how it's gonna go. Yep. In addition to these contortions, Misif is going to start muttering arcane nonsense. And he rolls on it too.
You're also a little distracted. This thing's pretty scary looking, honestly.
Other than that, I think Misif is gonna. How tall is the ceiling in here? I mean, it's
It was like 10 feet or something.
Alright, well, Misif will fly to the ceiling.
Okay.
And,
So the creature's only like 4 feet tall, so I mean, it definitely can't reach you if you're at the
yeah.
ceiling.
Sweet.
How has it like been responding to our attacks and stuff? Like, what has it been like? Is it aggressive and angry? What is it doing?
So it's like, well, with its attack, it was kind of just like angry flail, or not. I guess you could say angry. It almost seems like, you know, like caught off guard, I guess. Kind of just like unexperienced flailing is how it's trying to hit you right now. And you know, I think its goal definitely before was to mess with you guys. So you know, it's pretty caught off guard with like being taken into combat suddenly. So it's like angry, but more so like just aggressive.
So yeah, am I getting like a malicious, evil vibe off it? Like,
I mean, it's a horror, so I'd say yeah.
okay.
I'd say in general, yeah.
I could do something that's really dickish right now.
Yeah.
That would be sort of in line with my character.
Do it.
What?
Do it. Do it.
Then your
In character, do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I cast Ethereal Darkness. This is.
Oh boy.
What are you doing?
I'm yelling. What are you doing? Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Stop it. Stop beating it up.
Oh my goodness. She's siding with the horror right now.
Bro.
I'm shook.
I just wanted to ask it questions. I didn't want to just beat it up. It's like 4 feet tall. It's kind of pitiable looking, and you guys just decided that because it was ugly, it was evil, and you started beating the shit out of it. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Jack doesn't like that. So now I'm the only one that can see.
Oh god.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Oof. Alright.
What's the range of it?
4-yard radius. So yeah, I cast it like around the thing. So I guess if you're back here, maybe you still can't see.
Mm-hmm.
So what type of darkness is it? Is it like
Ethereal
darkness.
extinguishes all light. Full darkness penalty to site-based action. Those with knowledge of Nethermancy are immune.
So I imagine if you have like dark vision, it still can't see through.
Okay, yeah.
It's like an astral.
I'm sorry, I really don't want to be like a dick, but like this is what he would do.
No,
Yeah,
I mean,
do it.
first of all, y'all didn't even know each other before
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
yesterday. So
yeah, I
we
was
don't know each other or
horrified
anything.
that you guys are just trying to beat this thing up
Do you wanna draw
with
some
no knowledge
purple
of like
around
what
so
it
we can
even
see where
is.
it's dark?
Yeah,
So it's 4 feet.
4 yards.
4
It's
yards
a-
around
So
where he
here
is.
you are.
What?
So
What are
Each
you
square is 2
doing?
yards.
2 yards.
Yeah.
Well,
Um,
I'll say it gets you guys because otherwise.
Do
Yeah,
I-
and then
do
the
I-
two out here are
So
probably
I'll
fine.
say you moved forward some.
Yeah,
maybe.
I've moved forward into the darkness.
So it
No,
doesn't
she-
reach
she
these
can,
two.
She can put it where she wants.
Do you want to do it?
I'm gonna center it at him. So how much is each one of these again?
2 yards is each hex.
Mhm.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it would be like this square.
So we no longer have the attack bonus for tactics because she isn't Jack and all isn't
God damn
following
it.
my instructions.
One day we'll know that Jack Nell is a male.
Yeah.
And that
We'll
he's
get it
apparently
We'll
like
get
edgy
there.
softskate.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's not it!
No, I kid.
So do I notice that Jack and all? Is it obvious that Jack and all is the one that cast this darkness?
I mean,
Or
yeah.
Jack and all is the source? I'm like,
I'm upset that you
I
guys are
turned to
making
Jack and
judgments on him.
I turned Jack and
No,
all.
I
like,
love
what
your
are you-
character from
what
what
are
you
you-
sent me.
Jack and all, what is this? What are you doing?
I don't know, y'all. Like, I walk into the darkness.
Oof. I love it.
That being said, though, since we're all in the darkness,
Oh, except
we're all
these guys, I think,
blindsided.
are fine.
Well, she has knowledge of nether.
Stop
man.
it.
You can see in the darkness though, right?
Yeah,
Your
yeah, I can
character
see.
can?
I'm
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So what's the effect of being blindsided?
You're down by 2 on your physical defense.
Cool.
Sorry.
Oh, and we are down by 4 on all of our attacks.
Okay.
okay.
Do
So
I get any other actions? Like, I'm not fighting.
was that well then you can just
Okay.
pass your turn, I guess.
Yeah.
So then it's
Well, I walk up to it.
okay.
Basically, I guess that's like my free action. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
And then it is Triskin's turn.
Okay, so do you know the rules for grappling?
Are you gonna deck me?
1 second.
I'm gonna deck something.
It's definitely an unarmed combat roll.
Mhm. Let's see.
1 second.
Attacking the knockdown, attacking stun.
Can I attack to knock it 3.5 yards back out of the darkness?
The creature?
Yeah.
The horror?
Yeah.
So
So basically what I'm picturing is my character kind of just holding his sword and his dagger together like this and just shoving in front of him.
so
Basically running out of the darkness.
I'm gonna
like-
say you can't. That's technically like an ability or like a skill
Okay.
that you can get.
That's okay.
So I'm not gonna say you can just do it.
Mhm.
I just brought up the grappling rules. It's an unarmed combat unarmed combat test against his physical defense, and you have to get an extra success on the test.
Oof.
So you have to beat his physical defense
Okay.
by 5.
Yeah. So.
But his physical defense is down 2 right now.
Yeah.
So you can try it.
But he's down by 4 as well because he's attacking blind.
I'm going to sheathe my parrying dagger and just try to grab him.
Okay.
Basically, and I'm gonna add a karma to it. So.
Is that an extra D6?
Do you have the unarmed combat talent?
No, wait.
Then
Do
you
I need
can't-
the?
you
Oh,
can't.
I can't just do it. I can't do that at all.
You can default on an unarmed combat, but you can't spend karma on it.
Oh, okay. How does one default?
You're just rolling dex.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that's okay. I think.
-4. Sorry, -5 because you wounded, right?
Do you even have the chance to?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
It might be better to just try to.
Yeah. I'll swing my sword blindly in the darkness.
All right. Sounds good.
So. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm frazzled. We stand a 7 on that roll.
Yeah, you don't hit
Oh,
anything.
sorry. A 7 -4.
Yeah.
-1. So a 2.
You're just kind of swinging blindly. All right, it's Timon's turn.
Yeah. I'll try swiping at him still. So I'm down by 4, which puts my step at
All y'all
just a
so
single D6.
distrustful of the scraying man. Y'all are racist.
Look, I just want to leave.
That explodes from a D6. For an 8, does that beat his physical defense -2? Because he's blindsided?
It does not.
Does not? Okay.
Unfortunately.
Alright. I'm gonna back up out of the darkness. Yeah, that right there.
Okay.
Jackanal, what did you do? Why would you do this?
I don't know if I get to respond now, do I?
Is it
Probably
during
not.
your turn? I
Yeah.
would imagine.
I'll respond during my turn.
All right.
Not.
It is now the horror his turn, and he. So when does like distraction wear off? Is that after the turn?
Yeah.
Okay, it's gone.
basically went off.
Okay, especially since now he's in the darkness.
Did you? Yeah, you did the mutters.
Yeah.
So it's going to attempt to attack Jack and all. You know,
But yeah, so it's got that
It
sight
makes
disadvantage though, yeah.
yeah, it does. So that was minus what? -4?
-4.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 attack rolls. I'm gonna say that probably doesn't hit.
Okay.
What's your physical defense?
8.
Yeah, okay.
It don't hit.
It's gonna use its second action as well,
Okay.
which will also not hit. So it's kind of swinging blindly at you
Yeah.
as well.
I'm gonna say
Which
I
you
keep
can
walking
see.
towards it, and I kind of
Okay.
just dodge it and keep walking towards it. Yeah.
Badass.
I don't know. Remember, it whiffs badly, and I'm just keep walking.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I like that. It's Frill's turn.
My turn.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not exact. I'm very torn about what has happened. I wanted to leave, and then I was too scared that I couldn't. So I followed the party to try and kill the thing so we could leave the cave. And now one of our party has thrown up a black cloud and said, "No, we're not fighting this thing." So I'm gonna make a
Have a character development.
yeah. I'm gonna
I'm excited.
was gonna
very
say-
very. I want to make a willpower save to see if I try and flee again or if I try and
Okay.
do something else.
All right. I think that's
So
appropriate for your
I'm
character.
yeah, so I am this close from trying to just noping out.
Okay.
So I make a 2.
Ooh.
I will try and flee again.
All right. Yeah.
I'm
So
just no.
yeah, I mean, you can go as far as your movement will allow you to go.
Am I actually able to?
You're able to.
Oh my goodness! I'm just gonna keep going every turn.
Okay.
Noping out of this
Somebody makes
cave.
it a little closer.
You know, I have big things planned for you guys. I don't know about this anymore. All right. Fleeing from the first battle. All right, it is Miss F's turn.
Yeah, you
now.
did ask us how we were gonna fuck it up today. I guess that's how.
It's already happening.
Yeah.
Yes,
We're not even done.
that's how it was fucked
So
up.
they,
I said we, all of us.
so technically, this was still planned to be part of the first session,
Hell no.
but we're going. It's happening.
So Missive draws his windling sword while he's flying up in the air, and he flies forward and scrapes the sword across the ceiling and throws some earth darts down into the darkness, trying to hit that bastard.
Okay. Go for it.
How does a 5 do against his mystic defense?
Yeah, no.
Well, that's it. That's the end of the turn.
Alright. That's all he wanted. It is now Jack and All's turn. Now remember that Taman asked why you did this.
Oh. Well, I don't answer him.
Okay.
So
No.
I keep advancing towards this thing, and there's like I look like I've just seen a cool animal at the zoo. Like I'm a kid that's just seen like a
You
cool
look
new
excited.
thing. And I'm kind of crouching down to get, what do you say, we're like 4 feet tall?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I had some things I was going to say. I was like, where'd you come from?
Oh.
What's your name? What are you doing all the way down here?
Oh boy.
I guess
Oh my God.
in combat
is
you can
so
only
cute,
say
I
like
love
6.
it.
In combat you can only say like 6 words, but I'm not fighting it.
Okay.
So I just keep like I'm like trying to get a better look at it, and I'm sort of delighted by it,
okay.
even though it's ugly as sin.
It's just gonna kind of
Especially
like look
because
at you and
it's
be
ugly.
like.
It doesn't respond to anything. Yeah, I guess
It's looking at you.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I'm
I
just
mean,
happy it's looking.
I
at
guess
me.
it's kind of not looking. It can't see because of this blindness.
That's right.
But it's gonna kind of like be trying to find where your noise is coming from.
Okay.
I'll say that.
yeah.
And also going. But it's gonna be happening.
That's my turn.
I mean, yeah, I don't think it can really speak, so that'll be.
Oh.
Well,
I'm trying to think of any
we'll
way
see
I can
on its
communicate
turn.
with it. Yeah.
It is Triskin's turn.
So I am again going to swing my sword, but this time I do not mind if it hits Jack and all. But I'm trying to hit the horror.
Okay.
So just keep that in mind.
I'm sorry, babe. Please don't take this personally.
I love this. This episode of our adventure is the episode of Jack and All. I feel it.
I didn't mean to make
Okay,
it like
yeah,
that.
so I rolled a 1.
Okay.
After all the modifiers.
Okay, so you didn't like roll like that
Oh.
No.
one. Oh, okay. Well, what are you doing? Just trying to swing your sword?
Yeah, I'm just trying to swing my sword. So I rolled a 5.
Yeah. Okay. So you don't manage to hit it. Are you gonna try and move at all?
Yeah, no.
No. All right. It's Taman's turn.
I'm pretty determined.
All right.
Seeing the blob of darkness in front of me and not really sure what to do about it, I look behind me and see that Frill has fled the battlefield again. And I say, Frill, what are you doing? Come back. We have to band together to fight this horror.
All right.
I don't know if I hear him. Do I hear him?
I
You know,
guess.
one person is
You
fleeing,
haven't
another
gone that
person is
far.
actively working
That's
against
true.
your team.
So
I mean,
I'll
unless you're
say
going
you
to
can
hell.
hear him, but do you listen is the question. I mean, you can roll some type of check for that, I guess.
I think
Or you can roll charisma check
Yeah,
if you want.
roll-
Against you can
against
roll
my-
willpower. Or
yeah, I'm
toughness.
gonna roll my willpower
Okay.
because I have. I'm afraid, man. It's not gonna be that hard, but you will have to be like a willpower.
Since he's afraid and acting like a frightened animal, can I actually use my half magic?
Please
my
do.
My beast magic?
Sure.
Train him.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
I'm gonna spend a point of karma on this.
Oh my
Speakers
gosh.
down. I can't even hear our cave music.
That's not that great. That's a 9.
A 9. Well, I'm rolling a d6. So.
Okay.
Alright, a 2.
Alright.
So, a degree of success. Or
Wait,
an extra degree.
does beast magic work on the people?
You know.
Yeah, DM's allowing it. So
allow it.
Oh, okay.
DM's allowing it.
Wow.
I think it's
Harsh.
funny.
So I'm
He's acting like a wild animal.
I'm gonna call him to heal.
Okay.
Wow.
I guess I stopped running. I'm like, halfway.
My animal
What?
instincts. All right, so I guess that's your turn.
Yep, that's my turn.
So now it is the horror's turn.
Mm-hmm.
It is. I'm not gonna roll for this because I feel like it's not really. Okay, so it's going to attempt to reach out and grab your hand. Is it able to do that? Like, are you close enough to it? Do you think?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Do you allow it to grab your hand?
Of course.
Okay, I was like, I assume your character would.
Guys, Jackal's fucked up.
It's like little like creepy hand is like
Yeah.
reaching for you.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to roll.
And just to keep imagining its whole body is made of jerky.
I'm picturing it as like
Not wrong.
creepypasta golem with like really, really twisted limbs. Like
Yeah.
messed up
You mean
bone structure.
golem made of pasta?
Yeah, exactly.
Alright.
I mean, it could be that.
See what would I roll?
Be very
for
pale
this.
from living underground. Pasta man.
And then pasta.
What's your mystic defense?
10.
10? Okay.
It was so stupid.
Okay. That was the wrong way. Where's my D10? Okay, so as you grab its hand,
Or it
grabs your hand,
Yeah.
you mutually grab each other's hands.
Yeah.
You like are going to almost get visions of like basically just terrible things like nightmares, like that kind of like begin to overwhelm your mind.
Like,
basically,
what kind of nightmares?
just nightmares of horrible events. So like flashing from thing to thing, you can't keep up with it. Like maybe some name giver race being torn apart and then a town being set on fire and then like something being eaten alive. Basically just like flashing from terrible event to terrible event. So, this isn't a specific thing, I'm making this up, but I'm gonna say it works as like a distraction, like with Miss F's like distraction. So it'll do -2 to your physical and mystic defense, I think is what it was. As well as in your turn, I think I'm gonna have you roll a willpower test to get out of it.
Okay.
As long as you remain touching its hand. And so yeah. So you wanted to communicate with it. This is what it sees. This is what you see, I guess. So that makes it Frill's turn.
My turn again.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I like this. So I've been told to stop running. Is that all? What exactly did you tell me to stop?
You said
Just yell
stop,
stop.
come back, we have to kill this thing.
Yeah,
basically.
we have to defeat this horror.
You got it.
I'm. Frill doesn't really know what he can do in this situation, but fortunately, he's a turn out of combat, so he can spend his whole turn thinking about it while running back into combat. I guess you said you had an entire success over me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pulling my sword and I'm just like blind charging for like 2 rounds.
No.
What? Isn't the same thing where each round is 6 seconds? So that's a.
Oh, it's a very long.
An extended
run.
scream.
It's an extended scream.
So
you got a whole.
He's been tamed
Yeah.
very
2 successes.
effectively.
Oh boy.
God.
Okay. I guess that makes it Miss F's turn.
Well, Missif's gonna fly over everything. Well, is the darkness still there?
How long does it last for?
Yeah, let's find that out. rank plus 5 rounds.
So that'd be 6 rounds.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's still there. Presuming it's not like a
This is the second
concentration.
round.
Presuming it's not like a
Yeah.
concentration or anything.
No. But, I mean, it is in her spell matrix, so you could attack the spell matrix
Wait, what?
to stop the spell.
I did not know that. But wait a minute.
So can you see the spell matrix?
Is that
With
something?
astral sight, you can.
Oh.
What
How
does
much
it
does
look
it take
like?
to defeat a spell matrix?
I have no clue.
Alright, well, we'll deal with that later then. In this case, Misif is going to fly over the darkness and or through it, maybe, depending on the radius, whatever. Get to the other side and then turn around and float to the ground and like kick up more earth for more earth darts.
Ooh, boy.
More earth darts.
Signature?
Yay!
Yeah, I only know one song. All right, let's do it. 1 earth dart coming up. Nice. 3. All right, that's the end of my turn.
Alright.
Oh my god.
That makes it Jack and All's turn. What will he do?
I had to do a willpower thing, you said?
Yeah, so you can roll a willpower
So it's gonna be
test.
7, D5. 12.
It explodes.
Yay!
I got mad willpower. 17.
So if it's against his willpower step, is that the like number of the step or him rolling his step as well?
Roll the step.
I think
Roll the step?
I'm not certain what the power is, but if it says against the step, it's probably the difficulty of the step,
Okay.
or the difficulty number is the number of the step.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with that. So it passes, or you pass.
Yeah, okay.
And so he's able to kind of clear his mind. And I'll say, because, what'd you roll again?
17.
So you passed with an extra success.
Oh.
So I'll say you're able to like glean some knowledge from this situation that I
Oh.
will write you a message of later.
Sure,
when you
sure,
learn.
sure. Thank
Rather than like saying it out loud now. But so you're able to like clear your mind of distraction. And then you can do whatever you want to this dude. And I'll say, since you're touching him, if you want to attack him, you won't have like. Well, I guess you can see in the darkness anyways. So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
So what I'd like to do is stagger backwards after this and dispel ethereal darkness. I can pick and choose to do that, right?
Yeah, I think you can just dismiss it.
Okay.
It will.
I'm just gonna kind of stagger backwards, overcome with what I've seen, dispel ethereal darkness, but I'm not gonna make any attacks myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that ends your turn.
Look, you guys got it under control. This thing's like my 8-year-old cousin swinging with me with this. Like, I think it's fine.
Now I'm starting to decide if there's 2 horrors I have to deal with.
Oh,
Dang.
Mood.
At the
It's
end
not
of
like
Jack and
your
All's turn,
fist. It's fine.
to raise the mood of everyone in the room, you hear the pitter-patter of footsteps coming down the hall, and coming into this like end room, you hear someone yelling, "Hey guys!" and you see Dagger.
Oh good, he's here to save
I
us.
missed you!
Yeah.
We missed him so
Yeah.
much.
And he runs in with his ridiculous sword that he has, and he's like, "What's up?" And he'll join in at the end of the next round.
Oh my god.
What's up? As he gets a gleaming of the situation happening and sees like the monster you guys are attacking.
Oh my god.
So you guys all, I don't know. I guess there's not inspiration in this, but you feel a little empowered at the sight of your stupid friend running the cavern.
As soon as you said like that voice, we're all like,
He came barreling in at you guys.
Oh my gosh.
I honestly don't even remember what voice I gave him last time, but I know he's a ridiculous elf man, so whatever fits that, obviously. So yeah, Dagus has joined the battle. So that makes it Triskin's turn.
Okay, I shall again attempt to eat him with my swords.
Yeah, you don't have the -4 anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
And I rolled a 3 anyway, so.
Alright, well, let us not hit. It is Taman's turn.
Is your tactics ability back up now? With that?
Probably without the darkness, right?
No.
Nope.
Okay.
I would say
It, like,
it's not
cancels it.
because she's still not attacking. Jackanal is still not attacking me, so.
Alright.
Wait, does it only work if everyone's attacking?
It only works if
If you
everybody
follow the
is
plan.
following my orders, right? My orders were only
okay.
attack, so.
Okay, I didn't
Dang.
realize.
I guess I retreated, so that.
Yeah, no, that didn't work.
You know, no one listens to you, clearly.
I'm gonna move up and I'm gonna swipe at him again.
Okay.
That does not hit.
Oh, alright. That makes it the enemy's turn. He's going to, as he notices the new man in the room, he phases out of existence for a slight second and reappears right here.
Oh no.
And that's the end of his turn. And then it is Frill's turn. I would just like to remind you all, I think like Jackanal's little bubble is there as well.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh,
over
that, yeah, that's
here
like
still.
back there, yeah.
So I guess
How long does that last?
Good question you asked.
Probably
Rank minutes. So
1 minute.
Yeah, it's
it's
gone.
gone.
It's gone.
It's cool. We were
Dispelled.
using
alright.
So I'm mid charge, just like sword out.
And it appears in front of you.
I'm gonna. There's no reckless swing, but it's a reckless swing.
Alright. Okay.
Alright. Step
Nice.
6. Roll a d10 and pray.
Alright.
I got a 2.
Could have been worse.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I'll say, you know, it appeared suddenly in front of you. You didn't have enough time
I think my
to
momentum
aim.
kind of like carried
Yeah,
past.
I
I'm
was gonna say,
like down
I
here.
think you ran right past
Yeah.
him.
Oh no.
Alright.
So you can keep running like that. You're harried now if you do.
You're what now?
If you attack, move, and then move, or move, attack, and move, you're harried.
What does that mean? You can,
He has a -2 to attack and a -2 to defense.
For the next round.
you know, it
or-
makes sense.
Until the next round starts.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, you,
This was an inspired charge, not a smart one.
This is roleplay.
I'm glad to know I inspired you.
Whoa.
We all roleplayed so hard this battle. We all no
Yeah,
idea.
honestly, I was like, I thought we were just gonna like attack this dude. Alright.
Jack and all had other ideas.
Love him.
Alright.
Alright.
Miss
It's Missif's turn. Let's see, how far is it to Daggis?
You're pretty far.
I can fly 16 yards.
You can make it like to the horror. I
He's
think.
18 yards away.
Yeah. So you could get like between them, I think.
Damn. Well, can I fly so that I'm standing right in front of Daggis?
It just got splashed.
Well, I guess he's still 6 feet away. Whatever. Don't worry about it. In that case, I'll fly up again and do another Earth Dart.
Yeah.
As I move closer to the horror. So here we go. More Earth Darts.
How close?
Oh, like right behind it. This one might actually work. It's a 10 against his Mystic Defense. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe though.
I'll say over.
Oh no.
He's distracted still because of Jack and all. Why did that suddenly happen again? Oh, we're in battle!
We could have been playing that.
My computer remembered we're in battle and I changed it to battle music before I remembered.
Nice.
Perfect. Let me turn that down a little.
Good
All
job,
right.
computer.
It's doing real good out here, whereas I am not. Alright. Hopefully this isn't too loud. Okay. What are you doing? Oh,
More Earth Darts.
Earth darts?
Yeah, 10 versus Mystic Defense.
Oh yeah. So what I was saying is, I think he's still distracted from his encounter with Jack and all. So it hits.
Great. Awesome. In that case, it's gonna do. Ooh, that one explodes.
Boom.
Finally,
Yes.
something explodes. 11
Damage.
physical damage.
Okay.
Doesn't it also like lower something like
And it lowers his physical. No, wait. It lowers
Physical armor.
physical armor.
By 2.
Yes.
Okay.
For like 2 rounds.
And it was 11 damage.
Yes.
Okay. All right. That means it is Jack and all's turn.
Okay. How's it looking? Like bloodied? What are we talking here?
I mean, it's only really been hit twice.
Seriously? Wait, but Earth Darts and like, yeah.
So just once.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hit it
once.
the first turn.
Okay. Oof.
It's all right. Daggers came to help.
Daggers. Like, I need
Wow.
to intervene.
Don't steal our XP, Daggers!
We love Daggers. He just wants to help. If he even can.
Alright. I'm still looking like a little dazed after I stagger backwards. But I turn around and kind of like get myself together
I
and
actually want to be further. About as far as I could go. You're there. I forget where.
This one.
This one. Yeah, thanks.
alright. And I turn to the horror and I say, thanks. And then I throw a spirit dart at it.
Okay.
So
Oh my god. I just got major like Skull Kid from Legend of Zelda vibes.
oh, I don't know what kind of vibes those are, but okay, yeah. So yeah, I'm trying to remember how I rolled for this.
I'm still
Roll
looking at that
spellcasting.
game.
I'm spellcasting, which
The
is,
water temple killed me. I have to like
Spellcasting
restart from the first day,
Oh, I'm
or
sorry.
attempt to
Yes,
figure
that
out
is
how to
fine.
finish, like, and fix my mistakes with like
Oh,
a very small amount of time left.
I meant from Twilight Princess. There's like this enemy who you like play hide and seek with, except the way you
doesn't
find him
explode.
is to shoot
Oh,
him with a
that's
bow and
annoying.
arrow, and then afterwards he's
Oh.
like, "Thanks, let's play again."
Oh, okay.
Wait, I
okay,
thought
yeah,
you could
so-
just chase him down as a wolf.
You do human and wolf.
Mm.
All right,
There's two
so
enemies.
I roll a 9 on Spirit Dart for my spellcasting.
Again.
And that gets his Mystic Defense.
So that'll hit.
And it says the effect test determines how much damage is inflicted. Wasn't that the effect?
So yeah, so the effect is your willpower.
Oh,
plus
it's
2.
willpower plus 2. Okay, so that's
Step
9. Step 9, d8 plus d6 again. Cool. Sorry, I'm still kind of figuring things out. So that'll be 11. And then it reduces his mystic armor by 2. If it has
And that was against his mystic armor?
mystic defense.
It's against his mystic.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Or it is mystic damage.
Mm-hmm. I see. Alright, and then it subtracts it by 2. Subtracts? Lowers it by 2. Alright. All good. Alright. That means it is Daggus's turn.
Yes!
I'm
waiting for him.
He is going to. You're gonna have to help me for a minute because, I have not played a player character yet. In battle, he's going to charge forward, past Miss F, and attempt to. If he's dual wielding swords, I guess he gets. Does he get 2 attacks?
Sure.
He may, if he has the second weapon,
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Then
He does now.
he makes
can
a
do
makes a
that.
melee weapons and then a second weapons check.
Oh wait, is second weapons skill?
Mhm.
Oh, okay, well then he'll make 1 sword attack because I did not give him that. So he rolls his melee weapons step.
Correct.
Okay. And that will hit. And then he rolls the like damage step right on the sword.
Mhm.
I got this. Easy. If I can find the right die. Yeah, he's just coming in charging. He's precise. He's not even scared. He has to help his newfound friends. So
His best friends.
his best friends
That he met.
of ever.
That he threw into the. That he held in a cage.
Yeah. Listen,
Just this morning.
he was a little frazzled. Okay. It happens.
He ran past those Cadavermen and he was like, oh no.
They dead. Alright, he is going to make a pretty clean, but nothing crazy, slash against him, against the horror, for 6 damage. So,
You didn't miss.
He didn't
You're
miss.
so good.
Wow.
How do you use... I know it's too late now, but how do you use karma? Is that just like before you choose a roll, you add a
Yeah.
d6?
Yep, yeah.
Does it
just
have to be
Run it
like
down.
an attack roll, or can it be attack or damage?
Any talent.
Okay. Cool. So,
Can you
that
add
is-
multiple karma to a single roll?
Yes.
Yes, if you have multiple things that allow you to add karma.
So you can only add 1 karma per skill, but if you're doing an action that uses multiple skills, you can add multiple karma.
There are certain talents that allow you to add other talents on top of them, and you can use multiple karma in those instances.
Okay.
Cool. So that's the end of Dagus' turn. He kind of makes a slash and like recomposes himself against the dude. And then it will be Triskin's turn.
Okay, I'm going to run up behind him and kind of slash at his back, I guess. I don't really know. It's
about right.
Yeah. 6.
Wow, look at the battle camera. It's kind of cute. Okay,
Yeah.
6.
So I rolled a 6.
That does not hit. Alright. It is Timon's turn.
Alright. Is the horror facing towards Dagus right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Will I get a blindsided bonus if I run up behind him?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will turn around. I'm gonna run up right next to Triskin, and I will attack him.
It's -2 to his defense.
6. So that misses.
Yeah, it does, unfortunately. It is his turn. Coming again with those swipes against Dagus. Dagus is prepared to give his life.
Oh
He's got this.
No!
It's for his village!
Oh my god.
No worries.
It's too pure for us.
Yeah.
He just wants to protect.
Oh my god.
Alright. Does that hit?
He has a little mustache on this. He was supposed to.
That will hit.
I had to imagine that now. It's like an older elf dude with a mustache.
I don't see a mustache. For sure.
Ouch.
No!
Dagus is so dead.
No, he's fine.
This is gonna
He
look so
only
bad on us if we
took-
go off with Dagus and he comes back.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
like
it's gonna
that.
look bad.
We were like, no, it was the horror that killed him.
Yeah,
Trust
there are
us.
no other witnesses
Goodness.
conveniently.
It's okay.
Easy.
He
We'll
only
just
took
bring
8
the dead
damage.
body back with us. That'll go over well too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay, we'll just reanimate it.
Ouch.
We're gonna save the village and get lynched by it.
Not many people get to do that.
Yeah. Definitely a unique way of doing things.
So
Every mission we go on, we're gonna be like permanently banned from whatever city we say. It's like banned for life. You can never enter
Oh
again.
my gosh.
yeah, he's gonna take 16 damage.
Ooh.
He's already quite bloodied,
Ow.
but he
knock him down?
keeps his composure, as well as gives him 2 wounds.
What was he bloodied from?
You
Two
know,
attacks.
Two attacks.
2 attacks.
Two-
Damn.
brutal attacks.
You said
against
it
him.
sounded like he was bloodied from before, but he.
Oh no, just now. He just took quite the beating. And let's see. What do I roll to see if he's not? Oh, it's against the damage that was extra. So.
He rolls a strength check, I believe.
That is-
Or a wound balance if he has that talent.
No, he does not. He also doesn't have very good strength. What did I keep doing with that? Okay. Yeah, he's knocked down.
No!
No.
He was on his booty, but you know, he's still got willpower. I think. He's ready to fight. So, it is now Frill's turn.
Oh
You
boy.
guys are a little angry seeing your pure friend be a little beaten up.
Alright, so after that charge,
Why did I just
I-
roll all of the damage?
I get some sense back into me and try and be smart. And I take out my lute and I start strumming a little.
Okay.
Just a song like foul horror. You will die this day, and I attempt to distract him. So
Okay.
what's
From
the
Kids
penalty?
Bop 23.
The foul horror you will die. Yes.
Just like strumming, doom, 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 doom. Yes.
I think that would just be like a. Unless you have distracted.
I do have distract.
Oh, then
Yeah.
yeah. So distract.
So what's the penalty? It's -2 on ability checks for being harried.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
that's just for.
It's your turn now. You're not harried anymore.
Yeah, it's your turn. Yeah.
Oh,
I think
nice.
Yeah, it's your turn now. So
Okay.
But you're
So
wounded, so you still
yeah,
have
but I'm gonna
this.
add a karma to this.
Okay.
So
you add a d6.
yeah, this is unfortunately my plan of adding 4 karma to it is not
No.
possible. I plan to distract this thing with like 10 successes.
You can add a karma to any interaction test as well.
So I can add 2 karma to it.
Yes. As a troubadour, you can add a karma to any interaction test.
Nice. So I'm adding
I
2
believe
karma
that's
to
how that
this. So I roll a d12 plus 2d6, and we'll see how this goes.
Here.
5, 10. Distract against social defense, I believe.
Knocked everything around.
Sorry.
That'll work.
All right. How many successes? One, I think.
That was only 1 success.
Yeah. So he has -1 physical defense.
Okay.
So do I.
Okay. Okay. It's Miss F's turn.
All right. Missif walks over to Dagus, slaps him on the ass, and says, "You got this, buddy," and casts air armor, and he gets +3 physical armor. And
Oh, you
This
guys.
guy
Also-
slaps your elf's ass in a club. What you do?
all of his armor
Oh.
puffs up as if it's full of air.
Are you
His
walking up next to the
physical
horror as
armor?
well?
I mean,
If we get a 4th person next to the horror becomes harried automatically.
yeah, then yeah, I do that.
Yeah, I would say it's impossible not to, right? Because we're just in this narrow cabin.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wait, so what happens with being harried?
If any target is surrounded by 4 or more enemies, they become harried and get a -2 on their attack rolls and on their defense rolls, or to their defenses.
He has so much going on right
Yeah.
now.
All these, like,
-4
effects.
to attack rolls.
-2.
-2 to attack. And what did you give Dagus?
+3
Plus
physical
3?
armor. Or,
Okay.
I think it's
2 to attack.
yeah, physical armor.
Okay. Cool. And he's harried. Okay. Let's do this. It is Jack and All's turn.
Right. I'm gonna cast Spirit Crit. So that's gonna be my spell casting. Yeah.
Straight.
4. Probably don't do much against his mystic defense. Yeah. Well, I guess
Unfortunate.
that's all I can do.
Okay. It's Dagus' turn now.
Also, how is he looking, the horror?
The horror? He's getting there, yeah. He's pretty rough.
Boy.
This
feels like a
He
long
started
fight.
pretty rough.
It is 9:40.
Yeah.
I know. Let's finish this off then. Yeah, this is not how I planned this session to go, but it's okay.
Sorry.
No, it's all good.
It's a good character.
So
Yeah.
Dagus
definitely.
he's gonna attempt to stand up. He has to do
So
a
weird,
roll
you're
if he
Dagus.
wants to not use his standard action, right?
Correct.
What was the roll again?
I believe it's just a straight Dex roll.
A dex. Okay.
It's difficulty 6, I think.
Mhm.
I'll look at the jump up ability.
What does it have to pass? 6?
I think it's 6. Might be wrong though.
And he also takes a certain amount of strain. I think 2, maybe.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
on
2 strain to do
failure.
it. No, if you attempt it.
Okay.
But if he fails, then he can just use his action normally to get up.
He's very empowered. He manages to easily stand up, though taking a bit of strain. And he will attempt again to attack with his broadsword. So that is. That will hit. And do. It also does have a win. That explodes. 16 damage.
Nice.
Well, it's blocked some by armor, but
Yeah.
his armor is also lower though. So.
Yeah, it's -2.
Mhm.
-1, sorry. -1.
So
-3, sorry. Yeah, -3. 'cause
3? Okay,
he's
I had
very-
-2.
No,
Sorry,
that doesn't
sorry.
affect his armor.
No, his armor.
That was his defense.
His defense is -3, and his armor is, I think,
His defense is
-2.
-3 right now.
Yeah.
Okay. So 16. So he does 13 damage not to himself. All right. With that large blow, this dude is pretty beat up at this point. I mean, he already looked like he was falling apart, but he does a little more now.
Alright.
All right. It is Triskin's turn.
Okay, I am going to swing at him with my sword, and I'm going to add a karma to it. So, 7.
Is that with
Against his
karma added?
physical defense?
Oh, you just added extra die.
Yeah.
So that'll hit. He
Yay.
has a lot of debuffs right now.
Yeah.
Piling them on.
Okay. And
That explodes.
15 plus 6, 21.
Okay, against physical
damage.
armor. I'll do 18 damage to him.
Blasted.
Let's see where we are. I can't do mental math, so let me get a calculator.
What are you trying to add together?
All of the damage that has been done. Alright, you know, this kid, this little horror, he looks like he's on his last legs right now. Literally, like,
He's only got 2
maybe you
left.
chopped off one of
Yeah.
his legs.
Oh
who
my
knows?
God.
He's got a lot of last legs.
Let's say I swung for his shoulder and like
Yeah.
kind of like
Yeah, it's like split open and like dangling off.
Okay.
And it's Steven's turn.
I'll spend my last karma, trying to hit him.
Would it be?
That is an 8. So,
Finish
Yep.
it off.
alright, so where's my let's see, claw shape? Step 10, 2d8. 8 damage.
Okay. So this dude falls unconscious. So you knock him out with that final blow. So he won't do anything on his turn, which makes it Frill's turn. Do
I know
the battle's over?
Yeah,
So
you
So
don't
do you mind if we keep initiative for just a bit?
sure.
Okay. I would like to use air speaking and talk to Tamon and Triskin and
So everyone with
Miss-
Jack and all?
everyone with Jack and all.
Oh my god.
Okay.
It's
gonna be like,
Cost
kill
of
the
Strength.
bitch.
So I think
Well,
it's
I've lost
strange.
social points, so be like, Frill will remember this.
Oh my god.
Right?
Yeah,
And
that was
so-
definitely the move.
Without vocalizing, moving. So without vocalizing, my back is like slightly turned from Jack and all, so he can't see my lips, and I vocalize to the three other party members. Jack and all acted real weird in that fight. Casting dark. I know he helped out at the end, but like there was the darkness and the kind of betrayal. I want to know what's up. I'm gonna distract him, and y'all tie him up or something.
Wow.
Oh,
goodness.
Fuck.
Be ready.
I'm gonna reach. So after knocking down the horror, I'm gonna reach down and grab it and pick it up.
Okay.
Jack and all, I believe you should be the one to dispatch this horror.
Why?
I think you know why.
No, explain it.
Very well. We tried to dispatch this horror, and you hindered us from doing this work.
It's a baby. Look at it.
Is
It's helpless.
would you say that Jack
It
and all
murdered
is,
those men back there.
We don't know that.
Would you say Jack and all's distracted?
From conversation?
Yes.
You'd have to roll some kind of test.
All right. I wanna take a swing at Jack and all with
Wow.
my loot.
Okay.
With the loot, you're gonna,
Yeah, just over the head,
Break
non-lethal,
the
just
Jack,
you're gonna do a Joe Strummer, kind of break the guitar over my head.
kind of. Just
come
want
on.
to knock Jack and all unconscious because I
I don't know if you're gonna
Too
knock
much
me
I
out.
mean,
nonsense.
I will say you weren't a great help in combat. Also,
look. I had reasons for my actions. I was scared and
so
half
do
to
I.
death. Yes, but you're.
Yes, but
We'll
he was
figure this out.
scared of it. You were scared for it.
Yes.
There is a difference here,
Yes.
Jack and all.
Okay, is he still trying to?
No,
Am I distracted?
So
That was-
I'll say that you
distracted,
noticed
yeah.
him attempting this, and
Oh,
that's why the
okay.
conversation
Yeah, yeah,
continued this
yeah.
way.
Okay,
So you noticed them ganging up on you clearly.
yeah. I'm getting a little defensive here.
Mhm.
Like,
I just like walk up to Jack and all and hold out my boot knife to her, like hilt first, and
Mhm.
gesture it at the horror.
Okay.
him. Him.
No, sorry.
Sorry, no, it's
We'll
fine.
get there
We'll
eventually.
get there someday.
Maybe session 8 or 9, you know.
Yeah.
We'll see. All right.
Yeah.
What does he do?
He like takes a knife, and I don't know. Is everybody like still like trying to restrain me or what? Or
I'm not trying to
you're
res-
just
no,
holding it
Nobody's
out
tried to
me?
touch you.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I tried to take a
Well,
swing.
yeah.
Oh,
Except for the
Yeah.
swing.
Except on the troubadour.
I'm trying to think of like how I want to phrase this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you like drop it on the ground for me?
No, I'm holding him
You're
up
Holding it.
in front of you.
And so I slit his throat very quickly, and I kind of just drop the knife and like take a step back.
All right. Yeah, its head is just kind of hanging from its body a little.
Yeah.
As I drop the body in front of you, our claws are in between us like this.
Okay.
They slowly retract, and you can see the skin on my hands again. Very well. I will let you explain yourself now.
Gee, thanks. The drama.
Agus is gonna run up and be like, "Hey guys, why are we fighting right now? What is nothing? What's going on here?"
I don't know. Do you guys like? I don't want to take up too much time talking about like me. Do you guys want me to talk about it?
Yeah,
take
yeah.
a quick break.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could.
Okay. I mean, we can take like a quick 5-10 minute break.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I've just put an end to this baby horror.
Yep.
Good.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
I guess then
we back on?
Yeah. All right, we're back on.
Sweet.
Welcome back to the stream. So we're starting off with just me and Julia / the male scraying Jack and all.
We'll get there.
I'm gonna share the knowledge so that you on stream can see as well what he learned
From the encounter. Yeah.
Yes, in that encounter. So basically, it shared. Like, I want to believe that it had some knowledge of your nethermancer abilities, was able to, like, sense you and your, like, kind of lust for knowledge / just curiosity. So it kind of, in the, like, nightmares, you were able to, like, be transferred some knowledge about the creature itself. And so basically you learned that the horror you encountered was called a Kreeskra.
How is that spelled?
Kreescra. And it's a very stealthy horror that inspires nightmares in its victims and feeds off of the pain and fear that is generated from it. Small, stand about 3 to 4 feet. Their bodies are humanoid but with twisted limbs and faces that look like they're sliding off their head. So just very, like, you know, you could see that from the combat, but you learned that they're very agile and difficult to catch and tend to not directly cause harm on people. Like, that's why it was very unsure in physical combat, but it rather, like, kind of goes, like, it utilizes people sleeping at night to then, like, kind of not possess them, but to get in, like, their heads and give them nightmares and cause them to be, like, tired and irritable. And, like, as they have, like, lack of sleep, they'll, like, their health will decline to the point where you know, they'll die, and then he can use them as a like, horror construct, like the Cadavermen that you all fought, or, you know, the human outside is basically partway into being, like, turned insane by this horror, eventually to the point where that person would end up dying. But it just wasn't that far enough along yet. So basically, they don't really attack physically, though they are strong, but they tend to be more, like, psychological tormenting because they do feed off of the fear. So it doesn't really make any sense for them to attack unless in defense. So that's why he was using this this human that you all found.
Yeah, because I was kind of wondering, like, the reason I was sort of being more gentle with it, because it seemed to be, like, avoiding combat. Like, it didn't attack us aggressively.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, what's up with this thing? Like, I characterize it as a baby, right?
Yeah, it definitely isn't a baby, but it's not, you know, so much of, like, a horror that physically attacks people, more so, like, uses people.
Sweet.
So yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to call it back in?
I'm writing that down in my grimoire.
I'm
Thank
glad.
you for that.
Of course.
All right.
Thank you for going after knowledge.
All right. We're good to go.
All right. We're bringing the rest of the player characters in now, so we can continue where we left off.
Woo!
Yay!
All right. Knowledge has been gained. All right.
Boy. Boom.
So we left off with kind of Jack and all being interrogated for his actions during the battle. So I don't remember exactly what happened.
We ended off with me killing it eventually.
Yeah.
With
Oh
the
yeah.
knife
And
that
its
I
body
didn't
fell.
give it. Yeah.
Very well, I will let you explain yourself, Scrang.
Wow. Getting racial here, are we? Boy. I'm kind of, like, a little defensive here. I'm just like, you guys just attacked it. You didn't even. It wasn't attacking us. It was just watching us.
It wasn't attacking us. Then why couldn't I leave the cave earlier?
That sounds like a you problem.
That sounds like it was terrorizing us and trying to keep us here.
Its minions clearly attacked us when we walked into this cave. There is a man out there chained to tied to a tree right now that is driven insane.
Well, he's probably doing better now. Look. I'm a researcher. trying to find out more about these things. How can you, even if your only goal is to destroy them, how can you ever hope to do that without understanding them? We understand them so little. We just think they're all evil and irredeemable, and there's nothing we can do but try to kill everyone we see. You're doomed to fail if that's all you think.
Look, maybe I'm interested in figuring out why things fall when they jump. But that doesn't mean that I go jumping off a cliff to understand it, okay?
So you're just gonna sit there and never know why?
No! I'll do something safe, like throw a rock off a cliff.
I tried to talk to it. You guys just went and beat it up.
And you risked our lives!
Y'all are fine. Look, you saw something that was ugly and strange and you didn't understand it, and your first impulse was to just kill it.
Oh, I understand it all right. I understand it's trying to terrorize us and feed off us and do all sorts of things to us.
It's a well-known fact that horrors feed off of negative human emotions. What more do we need to know?
Exactly.
Anything about them. They're living creatures. They come from a different realm. I'm not getting anywhere with you guys, but I'll make an agreement with you. Look, I want to keep learning more about these things. We know so little about them, but if they're directly trying to cause harm to our party and try to kill you guys or kill a lot of people, then yeah, I'll fight back against them with you guys, and I won't prevent you from fighting them. But I want to keep researching them. I want to keep finding out more knowledge about them. So don't get in my way when I try to do that.
Counterpoint, what if we try not to... what's it called? Dismangle the bodies too badly when we kill them, and you can study their corpses.
That sounds like a great idea to me.
The corpse, as you notice, it falls to the ground. It kind of falls into another realm. It appears and goes away.
You can study it in the astral plane.
This is...
Look, if you guys just think that all my stuff's a waste of time, chain me up and bring me back to the village. I don't care.
I'll
okay.
Just pick up my dagger that she mercilessly dropped on the ground, and I say, I've got some blood if you would like it.
Is the blood dissipated too?
No, I'll say the blood is still. It's like a black goopy substance.
Okay, I'm like scraping that off into a vial. That's talking.
And I would love to accompany you, if only to make sure that you don't hurt anyone else with your.
Who did I hurt? See, now we're making assumptions. Now we're making assumptions because I'm a nethermancer. I'm evil. Oh, and he's a racist too because he was like scraying and yeah. I'm sorry.
I wanted to make sure that you were clear that I was talking at you.
Oh,
Dagus is gonna be standing away at like a 10-foot distance, kind of just like. Eyes emoji, and
So-
he's gonna be like.
So you didn't hurt anybody, but you did blind them next to the aggressive creature that had already attacked them.
I already said I wouldn't do that again. I'm not gonna prevent you guys from fighting.
You're not going to prevent us from fighting, but what about those poor villagers?
I believe we have solved their problem.
Yeah, we solved their problem.
No. I mean, she wanted to keep this thing alive, this thing that had been torturing them for months.
We didn't know that for certain.
We didn't know that for certain.
It wasn't attacking us. Look, it was being so careful. It was going around us and looking at us, but it wasn't attacking us.
I want to cast mimic voice.
Oh my. Of course you're gonna mimic.
And
Can I cast that on you?
I want to cast mimic
It's
voice.
a talent he has.
I want to use mimic voice as well as entertainer and just be over the top dramatic. Oh, it wasn't attacking us. It was innocent.
Okay.
It's just a poor innocent creature that won't hurt anybody. We should protect it. Just completely
Fuck you guys.
longer.
So you're mimicking Jack and all?
I'm mimicking Jack and all. Yes.
Are you doing it well?
Yeah,
or are
let's
you
roll for
intentionally
that.
doing it poorly?
Yes.
No.
Yes. It's
Doing it well and poorly.
It's definitely
It's done
mocking,
well.
but it's done very well.
Okay.
Does
It's not an
anyone
exact-
else have anything to say, Miss? If you've been very quiet.
So Dagus is gonna walk up to the situation and using his 2 large swords that he's like manhandling, he's going to like hit you both with the flat of it up against your heads and be like,
So who gets it?
both of you. Nothing to cause damage, just kind of being like knock some sense into you guys and be like.
Wow.
You all, there is no time to worry right now. We must get back to the village and make sure that everyone is okay, alright? You know, it doesn't matter what the horror was doing. If that was the one that was truly hurting our village or not, we will know soon enough, so we must get back right now. You know...
Yeah, Frill, get running. Get running out of the cave, Frill.
That's a good idea. We should run. We need to get back quickly. Let us go, friends. Come on. And he'll like try and grab everyone and like...
I really didn't foresee having Frill be my nemesis in this campaign. That's where we're at now.
Well, Dagus is gonna turn and just start running, but you guys don't have to.
Yeah, cool.
I should have
I'm
rolled
gonna
for my
follow.
voice, but whatever. It's
Yeah, it's
fine.
I guess the dead body is coming with us in the other plane, or do you want that?
Oh,
back?
I think it's gone.
Alright. So you guys get outside of the cave, I guess. And then that dude, here he is. He's not actually dead. He's still a human, but this is the closest thing. Is tied to a tree, and he's kind of like asleep. Well, he's very
Not
asleep.
dead.
Okay.
Not dead, just asleep.
Gonna quickly untie him and bring him back with us.
All right,
Possibly carried over my shoulder.
Dagos will be like, "Who is this man?"
This is a
Oh
individual.
my god!
Wow.
This individual was under the control of the horror we found inside this cave.
So this was the man that was attacking our town, and he like brings his
Uh-oh.
sword to the guy's
We're
neck.
not sure if he is the one who attacked the town. It is possible. You'll have to either talk to him yourself. He was quite mad when we talked to him before. Either way, I think the real problem was the horror. It may not have been his fault.
We believe that the other 2 corpses that were back there might also have been attacking your town as well.
Well, are those dead? Those corpses? Are they dead? More dead than
They're
already dead?
deader now.
They're deader now?
They're deader.
Well, we can throw this man into our prison. It's fine.
I would suggest burning them. I don't know if they will rise up again.
Alright. I will make sure that my men come back as soon as possible to make sure that the deed is done. But for now, this man, we can throw him into the town's prison until he will speak to us and not, tell us lies and mumbo-jumbo that we don't want to hear. We need to know who was at the bottom of this. But let us go and see how the people of the town are doing.
You guys sure are quick to throw people into the prison.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
You can never be too safe, okay? I'm just saying, people have been murdered.
Are these private prisons or are they?
Oh my god.
Who's benefiting from this?
So we don't actually have a prison. We just have like a house that
Oh,
We
you
have
mean a
time.
bed and breakfast?
Oh, that's right. He wasn't in the prison with us. They kept him in a little birdcage.
I would like to apologize for the birdcage. All right, we don't have many windling folk here. We didn't really know how to deal with it, but you're off the hook now. Thank you for helping us.
Mishap goes and his eyes tear up a little bit. He gives Dagus a big ol' hug.
Aww.
And another slap on the ass.
Hug.
And another slap on the ass.
Alright.
Wow.
Okay. So,
We make it back to town?
yeah, Dagus is
Alright.
leading you all to the town. You make it back.
Alright.
Just fine. He goes hey guard, and he calls the nearest guard over and gives the man body thing to him and goes, throw him in, the prison. It's nice, and the guy grabs him and takes it away. And he's come, we must go, I'll see the leader. And he starts letting
Can we
transfer.
do that in the morning? I'm half dead here. sleep first?
Is the town elder still awake after such revelry?
You know, maybe we should get some sleep.
How long did it take us to come back from to return from the?
I'll say like an hour.
Okay. I'll make a recovery test then.
I would also like to make. a
So
recovery test.
if I like, so obviously like this is kind of like a short rest type deal with recovery tests. Is there like any way to like long rest and just have you guys regain? No, you have to make recovery tests.
Mm-hmm.
So
Can we do, since we're going to be resting, I assume all night, can we make just 2? Since we're recovering and then an hour later we
think-
recovery test.
I'll say, why don't you make one before you go to sleep and one when you wake up? Well, you're required to make one when you wake up if you're wounded.
Nice.
So that'll be the 2 you can make.
Recovery dice. You didn't write that down.
And what do you need to do to recover a wound? What do you need to reach?
You have to have no more hit points or no more wounds on you.
So how do I get rid of a wound?
To get rid of a wound, you have to have no more damage on you, and
Okay.
then use a recovery test to get rid of the wound.
Oh wow, okay, so
Okay.
that's
So the wounds will stick with you for a while.
oh yeah, so see I'm at 11 and then in the morning out of 4, so out of 7. And do I have time to before I go to bed to make do the karmic ritual?
If you want, doesn't it take a little while though?
It takes like an hour.
It takes 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
30? I mean, sure.
Yeah, it's my bedtime routine.
Okay.
Yeah, I will make some recovery tests and do a karmic ritual too.
Yeah.
Can you look up my recovery dice?
Yeah, I'm looking up for.
Cool.
Jeez, this wound's gonna be here forever.
Before going to sleep, Mrs. is going to approach Jack and all and be like, I agree with doing research. And that's it. That's all he says.
Thank you. Maybe, are you already walking away when I say that, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Cute.
All right. So.
Do you regain
what's
recovery tests? So
Yeah,
you have a limit.
Every day.
Okay.
You refresh your recovery test every day. So what's
Alright.
your stamina or what's your toughness?
That is
Your
12.
toughness value 12. You. Oh, I believe your recovery mod. Yeah, so it's gonna be just your step, your toughness step.
Oh, so that'll be 5d8 then.
Yeah.
That's my recovery dice. So I didn't take any damage, but I just took strain.
That's damage.
That's damage.
Strain is
Yeah.
damage.
Strain is just damage you do yourself.
So your recovery dice is just your toughness step?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Alright, so I heal 8 hit points.
Jeez.
3,
Okay.
7.
Yeah, I still have 7 damage on me.
Well, you can do another recovery test in the morning.
That was after my recovery test in the morning.
Oh.
ouch.
I'm gonna take a recovery test.
Yay, D6 recovery dice when you
Heal
have
up their fill full.
16 damage.
Alright.
So I'm down 1 recovery test.
Is everyone done the recovery tests for at night and in the morning?
Yep.
Okay.
Does anyone need any karma stones?
I need 4. Yeah.
I need
Oh, yeah, I need 4.
7. I need a lot.
Is that how many you gain for doing your ritual?
You go back to
Max.
full.
You have
Oh,
the max.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And I just have a lot of karma.
I love this like clear D20. It's so pretty, but I feel like I'm never gonna get to use it.
Why not?
Well, I guess once we get to way higher steps.
Yeah, you get a d20. You only get it at
Step 19.
Step
19.
20. Oh yeah, and 19.
Yeah, it's weird that it doesn't appear like
Just love rolling D20s.
15 to 18.
Mhm.
Alright, so Dagus, with some bandages around his arm and leg from his wounds, comes and greets you guys from brave little soldier. from the inn he took you guys to the night before. After providing you with getting the inn to provide you with the food and the breakfast that you need, he'll start guiding you all to the town square with the like big like house that the town leader is in. What was his name?
Marv!
You remember what it was?
How could he forget?
Everybody knows Marv.
Oh goodness. Alright, so Dagus will like run into this large building and so he'll run up to the king and be like, well, did you say Marv?
His name is
Marvin,
Marvin.
right?
Marvin
Marv. Alright, I was gonna be like, Marv. Marvin
is
Troing.
I'm pretty sure Marv is the nickname that Missive gave him.
Yeah.
And nobody else calls him that.
I'm so glad that happened. Alright. And he'll run in and he'll be like, Sir Trowain, we think we've done it. And he's like, yeah, we know Dagus. Like, basically the situation is just Dagus wanting to be like bragging a little bit that he helped out with the situation. He'll be like, I did it. I managed to fight the horde. I did so much damage to him. You know,
I did a thing.
I did a thing pretty much.
I'm good.
And Marvin's just gonna be kind of like nodding his head, like, yes, of course you did, Dagus. Thank you for your service, of course. Once again, helping this town out to be the best that it could be. And Dagus is just kind of be like so happy, and he'll be like, but you know, these are the real heroes. And he'll like gesture to you all behind him, and he's like, I think you have a promise to uphold. And he'll kind of like step back out of the way. And Marvin will be like, I'm sorry that things had to start off the way that it did for you all and for me in this town. You see, you came to us at a very bad time, you know, an all-time low for the history of this town. We would sincerely like to make up everything to you all for these false accusations that we laid against you, and you know, anything that we could do to you know, repair, make amends, you know, help you out maybe with your future endeavors and to continue helping other towns in need. We would love to be able to help you on your future endeavors. Is there anything I can do for you all?
I just slowly raise my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, can you give me a map to Thrall?
You know, I have just the thing that you need. You know, I was going to direct you all next. You see, the group of adventurers sponsored by Thrall that they sent to help us before clearly, you know, did not finish their task at hand, but you all were able to. So I figured maybe you all could go to Thrall. We don't have much to offer here, but I'm sure that Thrall would compensate you for what you've done here, since the last group did not finish the job.
Was this found on the bodies of my fellow dwarves?
Oh, no, this is just the town's
Okay.
map. It's just one of them that he prepared to give to you all.
So where are we on the map?
This guy's really like, I don't want to foot the bill for compensating you.
Maybe a little bit. This is Merrick. This is where we are now,
Alright.
between the Thrall Mountain Range and the Kakavik Mountain Range. Thrall is right here, but it is built into the mountains. There are a few ways you could go about getting there, getting your compensation. We would love to sponsor your trip there any way that we could, but I think if you guys want to be even more beneficial in the future, you could go about yourselves getting sponsored by Thrall as well. But you can either go south and take the Serpent River. It goes partway through the mountains, and then there's a little bit of a journey left to get to Thrall. you can go up and around the mountains, which is a much safer bet, but a much longer journey for you all. And then you can also go straight through the mountains, which
I would not recommend going through the mountains.
not recommend that as well. It would be approximately a 2-day journey if you went by riverboat. I could provide you all with 2 rowboats. You know, a rowboat would comfortably fit about 5 people, but you know, having 2 would be more comfortable, and you could carry more things. The 2-day journey would be about a day in. You would stop at the Cliff City, owned by the Scrang family. Sirtis, I believe, is the one. And you could stop there and see about spending the night maybe, and then take the Serpent River through the mountains and traveling the last little bit by leg, which would surely not be that tough. As well as the Scrang also provide river boats for, I think, about 5 silver pieces. Or going around, I could see about getting a mount or providing you with the supplies you would need to make your journey to Thrall. What all would you like to do?
Jeez, Mom, could you just write it down?
Well, I'm in no rush to put myself in danger, so I say we go around the mountains.
I say before we set out, we rest up and resupply. And during that time, we can discuss which route to take. I'd actually be as partial to the river route. We rest up first.
And why is that?
It's quicker.
It would be...
What are the routes around the mountains? Just a river route?
There's a river route that goes south that's faster.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It takes like 2 days. There's you can go north and then
It would take about 6 days
west
around.
but it takes 4 more days.
Okay.
So
I would prefer the Crick route as well.
So you do have a Scrang in your party. It's quite likely that a Scrang, they're very outgoing people, especially with their own kind. I'm sure that if you do make it to the Cliff City, that the Scrang there would be most helpful to you all.
I feel like the longer route might be a safer one, guys. I mean, rivers are like, they can be treacherous. Not for me, but for like you guys. Being in a rowboat all the time, you'll get sick of it.
It sounds like a great time.
Yeah.
Just pull out my lute, just, play some songs. It'll be a jolly old time.
I am not very built for riding a horse anyways. The river route seems much more convenient for me.
Oh, you young name givers, just always so rushing around. I've been walking this earth for 300 years. No, I'm sorry. 100+ years. I can't remember how old I am right now, and I haven't written it down. And there's just no reason to put ourselves in more danger.
You're saying you're not in a rush, right? Take the 6-day route over land.
No.
All right.
Well, one reason we have perhaps to rush is we do not know why a contingent from the Kingdom of Thrall was dispatched over here.
Yeah, Mom, you mentioned that there was some adventurers that came here before us. How many were there?
Well, it was the ones that
It was
yeah.
the ones with the heads and the spikes.
Yeah. Ah, yeah.
It was
Nice.
Things did not end very well for them, but we hope that all of your future journeys do not end like how it did for those men, unfortunately. But you seem to have passed this test, so I believe there's nothing that you all could do as a party. You seem to be working together just greatly, just super well, with no problems at all.
I'm going to use acting
Oh my god.
to just not stand. So, yep, we totally are.
I'm glad to hear that.
The adventurers, or the party who came here from Thrall before us, do they have perhaps a seal that they brought with them so that we can return it so that those in the city may know that we speak the truth when we arrive?
Absolutely. I don't have that written out, but he hands you like a paper as well as one signed by him signing
So it's
off.
not
This is
just
the
like
leader of
we
Merrick,
write
confirming all that you've done for the city and how you helped them. So he'll hand you those documents that you need, and he'll assure you that he'll make sure that things in Thrall go smoothly for you all.
Thank you, Elder Marvin.
Of course. So, have you guys made up your mind with how you'd like to go?
I vote that we rest first and heal.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still a little wounded, and then we can decide once everyone's in full shape.
You may stay here as long as you would like. Of course, I'm not trying to kick you out of the city, just trying to help you get the compensation you deserve.
Alright. Sounds fair.
Alright,
Okay?
cool. So,
Well, you can come back to me anytime when you've decided which route you would like to take. But for now, you can always return to the inn that you were in earlier today. Dagus will show you the way and make up your minds there if you like.
I'm gonna grab breakfast at the end. Thank you.
All right.
Well, second breakfast.
Second breakfast, of course.
So Dagus will lead you back to the inn that you were currently staying before, and he doesn't really talk much, but he's kind of like bouncing and just happy, just kind of like greeting all the townspeople as he walks by. So he is a happy man.
I have not seen so much spring in your step since I have met you, Dagus.
Just like yesterday.
Yes, unfortunately you met me at a very bad time of my life, but I only see things going up from here, so thank you. You brought so much greatness into my life. I can never repay you all. Please, whenever you leave, come back and see me again. I would love to see you, my friends.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Of course.
Dagus's laptop died. Alright, we're good. Dagus's laptop is back on. Alright. So you all get to the inn and are able to rest up. I don't know. I guess you guys can make more recovery tests. I assume you can make as many as you want until you have full health. So
Yeah, it just determines, I guess, how many days it takes.
yeah. I mean, you can stay here as long as you want.
I'm completely recovered.
Yeah.
Day 2.
Are you? I mean, you guys technically aren't like a party.
3
so-
days.
So if y'all don't want to wait on him,
I mean,
yeah.
I'm gonna wait on. I'm gonna
yeah.
wait on him.
It takes me some
That's
more.
how you get rid of the wound.
What's that?
How
You
do
have
you-
to make a You have to make a recovery test. You have to
Okay,
make
so do you just spend a recovery test to get
You
rid
spend
of
a
it?
recovery test, and then I think you. Let me look it up.
Do you
'cause I
have to
don't
pass
know.
a certain threshold? Like, I don't have any damage, but I still have this.
Yeah. That's what I did. It took me 3 recovery tests to heal 7 HP, and then morning of the 3rd day, I assume is when I can heal the wound. If today is day 1.
Mhm.
Miss would rather take the fast route.
Oh, alright, is that his vote?
Yeah.
So we've got the river route. What were you?
Long route.
Long route, and
River out.
River route.
okay.
Well, guess we're going on the river route.
You can always split up.
I don't think that would be a good idea.
I love split.
Split the party.
All right. So do y'all agree to go on the river route then?
Yes.
Yep.
Is that?
Well, I do.
You seem trepidatious,
I'm fine.
Jack and all about visiting.
That's not a word, and I'm fine.
Oh boy. All right. Well, if there are no concerns, then I mean, you all, I assume, return to Marvin, and he's already prepared for you 2 riverboats that are filled with at least like 4 days worth of rations and supplies you would need to survive if anything happened along in your journey, as well as he gives you all how much like money do you all have at this moment?
I have No money. I have 1 silver.
40
silver?
40 silver. I think it's pretty
Where
much.
did we find out how much money we got?
What did you buy?
I haven't bought anything.
Then you have 100 silver.
He's gonna give you all 20 silver.
20 silver?
For what you've done here, and apologize. It's not much. There's not much I could offer you. Unfortunately, we're still trying to repair ourselves from what has happened here.
I
but-
immediately run to the store and buy a bottle of ink because I have 4 pieces of paper, 1 quill, and no ink to write with. And dadgummit, a traveling songsmith needs to be able to write down songs.
I was
However-
with you, so got a bottle of, and I was like, and then
all of the
like, you're gonna be like, he needs to drink these memories away.
Oh goodness.
I wish. How much does ink cost, if you remember off the top of your head? Like 4 silver or something?
I don't remember off the top of my head.
Alright.
However, I would recommend saving at least 5 silver pieces so that you can catch a riverboat to Thrall and lessen your journey even more.
Well, I'm buying a bottle of ink immediately.
Yeah, basically the whole time we're resting, I have just like rolled up one of my sleeves and I'm like tattooing my own arm.
So everyone has ink except
You're
you.
giving yourself a stick
Yeah.
and poke.
No, it's just like patterns of thorns basically breaking around, and like on each branch of the thorns I just keep on adding more and more intricate kind of designs and branches. And
Now you gotta get that actually tattooed onto your body.
dude, I want to.
Oh
but-
god.
I mean, like it would cover my other tattoo if I did. I have
How long
I have
till
a
we
very
start?
clear mental image of this dude's tats, and it's like a full body experience.
Oh god.
How long
Pretty
to start
badass.
cosplaying our characters on here?
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
It is 10 silver
10 silver?
Mhm.
Good
for an
lord.
8-inch style of writing ink.
I'm very tempted to just
Thanks
get
for
2.
saving our whole town. Here's 2 bottles of ink.
I know,
I
really?
didn't realize
It'd be
ink
like
was
that.
so expensive. But he
Yeah.
gave you all 20 gold.
Mhm.
You can
20
try
gold, you said?
not gold, silver.
Silver.
Yeah.
You can try and bribe more out of him if you want.
Perhaps maybe a haggle check.
He was sure. I mean,
I'm
he was
like-
more so just trying to give you a safe journey to Thrall, where you would then get.
Right, so I'm gonna stay behind, I guess, and try and haggle a bottle of ink as well, because that's not
From the merchant or from Marvin?
Yeah, Marvin could expense a bottle of
Okay,
ink from someone.
sure.
So I'm gonna try and use probably conversation or something.
Intimidate him.
Oh my god! Don't do that.
There's specifically a haggle skill.
Dadgummit, I don't have that.
Before we leave,
You can default on
Nissa
haggle.
is
Yeah.
going to go to the prison and talk to that person who was
Crap.
thrown in there.
Okay.
Actually,
So-
can Jack and I'll go with you? Or are you wanted this to be a
If you
pregnancy?
happen to follow.
Oh, okay. So,
Real quick before
I'm
that
not
scene,
gonna
can I
creep
haggle
and
for my
follow,
ink
but-
bottle?
Sure.
Nissa wouldn't
Alright.
stop you.
What's the default? It's probably what?
It's your charisma versus a social defense.
7 D12. I'm gonna use a karma mod on this. I don't have that. D12. Here's a D12. 7.
Plus your karma.
No. There was no karma. I don't have the skill.
No, you can do it on all interaction tests. You're a troubadour.
8.
Oh my god. Wait. So this man is a human. Is that what determines your?
It's social
Down
defense,
for a bottle
probably.
of ink.
Let me check really quick.
Hey.
Let's see. What did it end up being? The roll?
An 8.
An 8. I feel like that is probably good enough.
Yes.
But I kind of want to know for sure, just so I can fuck with you. Let's see, page 46.
She said, holding Dagus's life in her hands.
Look, this is
Wait,
this is
so
important. This is my life goal.
Yeah.
is that
I guess that's
With haggle, each success you get, I think, changes the price or reward by 10%.
Oh wait, is the defense done by your?
By his stats.
Stats.
No, but by. Oh.
Yeah, it's
Oh, I
just the
see.
target's social defense.
No, but where do you find the social defense? Would that have to be their class?
I think it's just characteristics.
Well, I'll say you pass because he's feeling very giving to you all for helping his town.
Nice. Yes.
He'll give you a bottle of ink because that's really what you want right now.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Have my ink.
He'll freely give you a bottle of ink, and you get to keep your 20 gold pieces that he gave you.
20 silver.
20 silver pieces, of course, not gold.
I
He would
wish.
never.
I wish it was 20 gold.
I guess that at 20, maybe you'll get more from Thrall. No worries.
Yeah.
All right. So he also gave you all of the supplies and rowboats and whatnot that you needed. So I don't know. Do you guys set out?
Oh, I need to have that conversation.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll come with.
So you go up and he's not really. It's like that same kind of dusty room that you guys were in. That wasn't really a prison, but just had some old furniture in it. And he's like sleeping on like some sheets against a wall, or not sheets, like I guess some blankets. They're a little more comfortable. But yeah, and he's currently asleep when you guys show up, and there's like a few guards in the room that recognize you and they'll stop you.
Okay, well, Mizif is gonna walk up to the cell or whatever.
It's just a room. You're just in
a
the room
room?
with him now.
Alright.
He's just on house arrest, basically.
Okay, well, Mizif will wake him up gently.
Okay.
Is he awake now?
He goes, ah! And just kind of like backs up against, and he's like pressed against the wall. And he's like, "What do you want?"
He's cowering from
An American girl.
Windling.
an American girl all-size person.
Oh my god.
Maybe.
Says, "Whoa, calm down. Your name's Willen, right?"
Yes, I'm willing. What do you need? What do you want?
Jeez Louise, calm down.
Don't tell me to calm down. You don't know what I've been through. He's like panting.
You seem stressed. Everything's fine now.
He just starts screaming.
Oh my god.
Wow.
And then he like passes out for a second and then like comes back. And
Is dude okay?
He's no.
No.
he's also like incredibly thin and barely alive, so he
Oh.
still looks like a skeleton pretty much.
Have you guys been feeding him?
The guards respond, "We've been able to get some food in him, but he won't eat that much."
Well, I need to ask you, what town are you from?
He like thinks, "Where am I from? I'm from nowhere. Where am I from? I don't know. I'm from the cave. That cave I'm from that cave." And he's just kind of like rambling nonsense. He's like, "I'm a traveler. I look for riches. I'm from Kratos. I don't know. I'm from nowhere. I just come and go, but I don't know. I don't want to go anywhere anymore."
Well, alright, this is a fine town. You're gonna be okay here.
Will they let me stay here? What have I done? I've done so much. They'll never let me live. I'm gonna get killed. Why didn't I just get killed before?
We'll vouch for you. Unless you want to die. Like, I mean, that's up to you.
Do I want to die? I don't know. I don't want to live anymore, though.
I'm gonna say no. But anyway, when was the last time you saw a windling like me?
I mean, I see Windling all the time. I mean, adventurers like me, Windlings are small and make perfect scouts, perfect for going into ruins and adventuring. I mean, I used to go out with a bunch of Windlings, but they would never even look at me anymore, not after what I've done. So I can't even show my face to any of my friends anymore. What have I done? He's just like rambling. Did I answer your questions? What do you want?
do you have other questions?
Heavily breathing.
I think this is done here.
Okay. How did it find you?
It? What's it?
You know.
Is it here?
No, how did it find you? What did it say to you?
It didn't say anything. It just visions in my head, just
What did it
terrible
show
things,
you?
just just murder and death and decay and just the worst things that could ever happen. Just everything. It just showed me everything. I don't want to see it anymore. And it's just kind of like crumbles in his hands, like it's kind of whimpering, not really crying, but it's
Well,
like
this is
holding
kind of
his hand.
disappointing. I'm good to go.
Are there any?
He's crying on the ground.
yeah, I've left him in this state. I'm like, I'm good to go.
Is it here? What does it want with me?
No, it's gone. It's gone.
Missive knows a small level of alchemy. Are there any alchemists in this town? Or apothecaries?
Probably.
Really?
I don't know. How rare are they?
I have no idea.
I mean, it's a pretty
I feel like every town
developed
probably
little
has
town.
one, right?
Yeah.
Missive will take a stop by the apothecary and see if he can find some sort of amnestic.
What?
A potion of forgetfulness or something like that.
Okay. Let's see. Do you have potion making abilities?
He has alchemy. I have
Okay.
alchemy.
So I'll say you don't really find like readily made potions, but there are plenty of ingredients for creating whatever you might need.
Well, I don't know if he has this potion. Oh, well, actually, according to his backstory, he probably would have done research into this particular sort of thing. But I'll let you say if he has the specific knowledge on how to make a forgetfulness potion.
I'll say you can.
Great.
I want you to help this man.
Nice. We'll talk about the price later.
That's fine.
Okay. All right. Well, in that case, Missive is going to make a forgetfulness potion
Okay.
to this guy over the course of the 3 days that we're here, if that's possible.
That's fine. I'm sure you had plenty of time.
Right. And then the the strength of the forgetfulness potion would the Missive would determine the strength based on like how long these attacks have been going on, that sort of thing. And you figured there were like 3-ish bodies, so like I don't know, whatever. Anyway, however strong he thought he would think that it would need to be, such that this person could forget ever running into this horror.
So you remember that the leader said that these attacks have been going on for like a month or so. So
Okay.
make it for like 2 months, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I'll say it worked fine. And he just kind of becomes very like confused about like how did I get here? Just questioning.
Why am I so thin?
His existence. Yeah, like what happened to me. And then he'll like begin to like eat from the guards and sleep and regain his strength back.
Do you let anyone know you've done this, or just do it on your own?
He does it on his own.
Okay. Yes.
But like he's not gonna keep it. He's not gonna like hide his actions. He's just doing it. But I think. All right. So he's not insane anymore. But let's see.
He's just like physically deteriorated now.
Right. Anyway, so we could do this some other time if we want.
Work out like the
details of like what this guy knows
that's
and what this guy
fine.
doesn't know.
That's fine.
You might know what Missive is trying to what sort of information Missive is trying to figure out based on his backstory, but we'll deal with that later if you want.
Yeah, we can talk about this off camera.
Dun, dun,
Yeah, it's fine. We'll figure that out. But for now, is there anything else you want to do with this man before setting out?
Nope. Now that he's fine, Missive is and he's gained all the information that he can from this guy. His Missive is good.
If there's like more information you want now that his like mind has been cleared some, I'll say like you've talked to him in private, and I'll like give you the information that you want.
Cool.
And we can like maybe share it on camera at the beginning of the next session or something. But we'll figure it out another time.
There's one thing I wanted to do before leaving town.
Okay.
I wanted to pull the elder Marvin aside alone. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
He like won't be alone with you, but he'll have his guards standing
that's what
nearby. Okay, yeah, just without the rest of the party.
There is a matter with which I want to speak with you about. When you were giving us the options for heading back to Thrall, I noticed that you felt that the passageway through the mountains was quite treacherous.
Of course, the mountains are always a more difficult area to not only navigate, but as well just the creatures that dwell in them are significantly tougher than what you would meet in just the forests around here.
That is certainly true. And while I know that as a trading city, it might not be as much value to you as a trading route, I myself traveled to your town through the mountains of Thrall, and I have actually made a map myself.
Ooh. Okay. Are you giving this to me?
I'm not giving it to you.
Oh.
Of course. What do you want for it?
I will trade it to you for a favor, which I can, if I need to call on you later.
All right. Just
It's
at any time.
Godfather-esque.
I give you my word that whatever you need, we will do our best to take care of it.
Thank you.
Thank you for this knowledge. I very much appreciate it. But then why are you guys not going to be traveling through the mountains if you have all of this information at your hands? He smiles.
Eyes in the machine.
I have not traveled south yet myself, south of the Thorlic Mountains, and I wish to make more maps.
I see. Well, that's never a bad skill to have, so of course. I wish you all the best of luck on your way.
I wish you luck keeping this town in working order.
We're on our way to recovery now, thanks to you all. So.
You're welcome.
Of course. And then he will guide you all when you're ready to leave to the. Of course, I think if you look at the map, you're all going to have to travel a short distance from Merrick to the water here. And there's actually I think it's called Dragon's Gullet, where the mountain ranges meet. And that's where you can get on. So he'll have you guys guided with his soldiers to the coast where you can get onto the river and see you all off if you all are ready to leave.
Yeah, guess so.
All right. Well, then you all make your journey. I'll say in the morning. It'll take you until nightfall, pretty much, and not nightfall, but as the sun begins to set, you see in the distance. Let me find the description of it. You've been traveling between these two mountain ranges for a short amount of time. It's called Lalai Gorge, not Dragon Gorge or whatever I said. You come upon this city. Oh, it is Dragon's Gullet. I guess there's multiple names for it. That's pretty much built up into the mountains that you're traveling between, these two massive mountain cliff faces. And it's like a very old looking city that's pretty beat up and weathered. But it kind of just goes up the whole cliffside with like stairways going up that you see. And it's like massive. And it looks very like ancient and haphazard, with towers and balconies all over facing the river. But it also seems kind of not only like amazing and like, you know, well like built and old and I guess majestic, but it's almost daunting. It almost seems kind of oppressive the way that it like looks over into the like Serpent River below it. And though it's massive, you don't appear to really see much going on in it as you come up to it. But there's a small dock at the bottom of the river that you all managed to get your boats off onto the side. You make it down. It's not that far of a journey. You make it with pretty much, no trouble on the river. And you manage to get your boats to this dock at the bottom of the city. It's the Cliff City, as Marvin said, home to the like, how do I say it? Aeropagonia or whatever, the scraying like house like settlements that they make. Of House Sirtis, which is one of the like 4 main scraying houses that dwell on the Serpent River. So yeah, I mean, you all get off at this dock, I assume. And
can I stay in the boat?
I'm gonna stop you.
Oh, I
Sure.
don't know. Do you like?
No, you go. I mean, what all do you choose to do?
Have you traveled to the city before? What can you tell us about it?
Quick time check. It's like
5 minutes.
Yeah. Should we just like end with arriving, or is that something else we should do?
Let's see where this goes. Well, we have a few minutes.
Oh boy.
I want to end on a cliffhanger.
Okay.
In a Cliff City hangar?
So
Exactly.
this town is primarily comprised of your people. So, what can you tell us about it?
Well, the city was forced into usage as a citadel during the Scourge, so lots of old architecture, battle damage. Things are kind of haphazardly built, as you can see. You guys should get out and explore it, actually. Oh, sorry. I can't do. There's plenty of stuff to see. Lots of cool like tourist destinations. I'll share with our supplies, actually.
I'm sure that we will find the rest of the inhabitants of the city as cheerful as you are.
You sure will.
I want to make a perception check to see if she is lying.
I am a too.
She is lying.
I'm
lying about what?
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not gonna say that. There's not. She's clearly not. He's clearly not lying. I mean, he was just giving you the facts about the city's history, and there was nothing suspicious about it. Well, unless you're really suspicious, I guess you did just come out of a care recently, but there's nothing really suspicious.
Okay.
You on to that. Also, can you do? I don't think perception is like the appropriate thing for lying. I don't know. I need to look into if that's like a skill or something. But
yeah, that's all the info I can like in real life come up with.
No, that was pretty good. But I'll say, looking around, actual like perception, there's like pretty much no one around at the docks. There's like some flocks of birds, and if you like
no one at the docks.
No, I mean, it's pretty abandoned. I mean,
food smells in the air. Is it? I would assume this is like a trading post, right, along the rivers.
I mean, it's just kind of a way to get into the city from the river. But the city doesn't seem to be very welcoming, I guess, is what I would say by like oppressive. Is like even though it's like massive, like there's no one around. Like it doesn't seem to be like a big like merchant stop on the Serpent River. It just kind of exists on the cliffside.
Okay.
But yeah, there's some like general animals, I guess. You see like maybe a person walk by far up every now and then, but I mean it's pretty much abandoned, at least by the river.
So they're like various like seabirds and stuff.
Yeah.
I take a pause and I'm like, well, I guess the culture is just not be outside, but I'm gonna go find an inn. And I just walk in.
Okay.
As I step off the boat, a falcon's gonna come out of the sky, slam into one of the seabirds, slamming it to the ground,
Dang,
pick it up, and then land on my shoulder. And I'm gonna walk off towards the inn.
It needs some food, I guess. Yeah, so I mean, it's pretty much like a large staircase ahead of you all up from like the dock. So I guess Jack and all will hold down the fort at the boats and supplies and make sure everything's okay with that, so that you all can go and adventure. You wanna go up all those stairs?
Oh, is it like an actual adventure? I thought they were just kind of
No,
turning in for the
it's
night.
just a pit stop.
Okay.
I'll just fly.
Okay. Stairs suck anyways for losers who can't walk or who have to walk and can't
I'll just fly up as fast as I can.
I've never been afraid of stairs.
Wait, sorry.
Glad.
I mean, is this like, when you say a pit stop, like, are we not going to spend any time in the city? Or
I mean, it depends on what you guys want to do.
No.
Yeah.
But for now, I mean, they can at least go and scope things out while you, lay and wait with the supplies.
Sure.
As we're kind of like going up the stairs, I kind of look back at Jack and all, and I say, a Scrang who doesn't like other Scrang, strange, don't you think?
Good rhetorical question there. Yeah, so yes, you all can, continue on your journey walking upstairs. I mean, there's like buildings around, but I guess once you get to the top of the current staircase you're at, you see kind of like, panting, a lot of stairs. It like kind of like spreads out, and there's like a big path that goes along the whole side of the mountain with some buildings like built into it, kind of, and like there's like a few people kind of like inhabiting these old buildings that are like not entirely closed off, almost like, I guess like gazebos. I don't know, not really gazebos, but kind of just laying on the ground, minding their own business all around, and not many people out or about, but definitely like some inhabited houses. So that's what you all see as you get to the top of your first staircase. There are many more staircases to explore in the city, but
City of stairs.
yes, the city of stairs.
City stairs.
But that is, I guess, where we need to end it for the session today. So yeah, I'm excited for next session. I guess we should say something. So thank you all for joining us again. Please come back next week and watch us once again Tuesday at 8 p.m. until 11 p.m. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you once again. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.